All right. We got our games. Let me open. We got our games.
Whoops.
Feeding back on myself. Didn't mean to do that. Get my Stream Manager app open. All right. Everybody ready? Feeling good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ready to go.
All right. Cool beans. So, first things first, let's kind of review what exactly happened last time. So last time you guys managed to defeat Longtooth the dragon, capture the dragon's hoard, got a bunch of wealth and all that. And upon returning to the town of Sandpoint, after hearing that there was the reason the giants had invaded before was so that Mokmurian, the giant leader, could get some sort of information from the ruins there. That's why the giants are trying to steal the brick from the lighthouse, because it was an old Thessalonian ruin. But with that knowledge, you all went back and had discovered that the town had recently experienced like a sinkhole. And while there were no casualties immediately, when they sent in some guards to investigate, the casualties did mount because none of them came back. The sheriff was extremely busy, kind of securing the scene. So Father Xantus, the head of the Desnan Cathedral there. Sorry, just pouring out my Runelords dice into the dice tray. He kind of, begged you guys to go down and figure out what was going on down there. He's like, I want my flock to be safe in this town, and I don't really know how to do that by myself right now, and the guards are busy, so we need you to interfere. So you guys marched down and found yourself below the Catacombs of Wrath, where you had previously fought a demon who worshipped Lamash Doob way, way back in, Book 1. Back then, there had been a staircase that was sealed up. You guys now found the staircase unsealed, and when you got to the bottom, you found yourself in a strange underground cathedral to Lamash Doob, the mother of monsters. There's a whole bunch of strange magics afoot down here, including fog that sometimes redirects you different ways, including various other wards and guards. You managed to defeat some fairly powerful demons known as Glabrazoos, and after all that, after a mysterious figure known as the Scribbler kept trying to engage you guys in conversations, eventually he decided that he had learned enough and just wanted to jump you. You guys fought with him and his summoned demons for a few minutes, but handily defeated him and looted his body. You are currently still in the Lamashtu Cathedral, and have not yet gone kind of farther south in this room. Any questions based on that?
No.
It's a big negative.
And then a little fun side note, just to get some more kind of more viewers in to watch our games, more viewer engagement. Ethan was working with me a few minutes ago. We were working on kind of various rewards that people could use their points. You get points from watching, points from chatting. And there's some fun ones. There's one where I have some NPCs that I have had homebrewed for years who could give you guys a hint if they spend points to give you guys hints in game. They could also try to, if they spend enough points, drop you guys a random magical item for the next fight. They could have the gods interfere with a healing spell or a much needed buff. And then if they spend 10,000 points, which is really, really hard to do, they have the option to have us draw from the deck of many things, which is why I got this lovely new deck of cards in my hands right now. Just opened it up.
Awesome.
So, fun ways to interact. Could cause some chaos. I don't think it's going to negatively impact you guys. It's just going to kind of add another exciting element.
Oh, I'm good with, you know me, man. Freaking risk versus reward. You want that nice. You want something nice. There's a counterbalance on that, because that's how life works.
It's very true. And for the first time, we have all of our art by the same artist in this game. Shout out to Drow Now. I will link her Instagram here in a little bit, or their Instagram, excuse me. And all of the art was drawn by Drow for this session, and it's fucking cool. Turgon, I'm digging your new token, as well as your let me zoom in here on the stream. Your pseudo dragon familiar Ember is looking pretty sweet.
Dude, that is badass. I just noticed that.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Certainly develop some more draconic traits. Yeah, I think that's all our business out of the way. What do you guys want to do?
Before we go too far, can you give my token dark vision, please?
Oh, yes. I think I just gave it regular vision by mistake. Let's edit yours, then I'll resave it for you.
Camden's going to go look around.
Oh, yeah. You had
here.
regular vision. All right. How about now?
It's
Can you
good
see
now.
more? Okay, cool.
Yep.
I'll resave that. But, Canthem, what are you doing?
Just looking up here on the altar, looking around.
Okay.
Didn't get a chance to look at
Hey,
any of this stuff.
Very
Ben.
fair. Yes. What's up?
My map is completely bright. Like the whole thing is just normal view. Like it'd be daytime.
What the hell?
Don't want to cheat, but really tempted.
Okay, hold on. Let me... Daylight mode shouldn't be turned on. Oh, dynamic lighting. You constantly got me. Alright, how about now?
No, same.
Alright. Maybe I gave you the wrong kind of vision?
I mean, I'm good with it.
Okay.
There we go. That looks like more like it.
Okay, cool. Alright, we're good. Alright. I was like, that's for sure not supposed to happen. Man, I cannot believe you guys are all the way in frickin' book 5, man. Alright, so, I'm going to kind of read you the description of this whole area again, and then you can specifically examine the altar. Although portions of this cathedral have collapsed, leaving mounds of rubble on the floor and crumbling walls, the chamber retains its sense of menacing awe. 4 black stone pillars support the arched roof 40 feet above, and on the floor between them, the image of a 3-eyed jackal seems to glower from striations in the stone itself. The image glows with a soft, rusty light that illuminates the entire room from below, kind of lighting up the fog, this dull orange. Alcoves to the north and south contain statues of jackal-headed pregnant women, each clutching a pair of kukris crossed over her chest, and a reptilian tail winding down around her taloned feet. To the west, what once must have been a stone pulpit featuring other statues seems to have been partially buried under an ancient collapse. The walls of this room are densely decorated with yet more hundreds of scrawlings. And I believe so far, one thing I did not mention in a recap, you guys have found several stanzas, likely written by the scribbler himself. So, did I give you guys?
Oh, yeah,
where did
I wrote
write the
this
stanzas
down.
for? Okay, cool.
On eastern shores of Stream, that one.
Yeah,
and then,
yeah.
like each
I
stone
believe
to
you
grace.
have 2 so far, or do you have 3?
We have 2.
Okay, that makes sense. All right. Apart from all the statuary and kind of scribbles here, though, you do not see directly any more clues by the altar. Although it is very evident to you all, even without any more religion checks, that this was, back in the day, like a center of worship for Lamashtu and her like cult of monsters.
Well, did we want to try moving on, or is there somewhere else we wanted to look in here, boys?
So you guys, the only tunnel you guys haven't been down is this one over here. That one.
I'll just go to the doorway and take a peek down there.
Okay. Give me a perception check. All right, let's get my first roll of the session. You hear coming from, you can see the hallway kind of curves off to the right, from our perspective, and you can hear some snores, but a lot of like low growling, like seems to be coming from multiple sources.
Well, I'll whisper behind me that I hear something possibly bestial up ahead.
And additionally, with that, as you tell them about the bestial stuff, with that perception check, you're going to notice something in this little alcove over here, or like, cave indent. Blood is this cavern's decor. Swaths of it lie splattered on the wall, and pools have congealed and begun to rot. Bits of flesh lie scattered as well, and whatever happened here, it ended poorly for many. With that check, you can see that the majority of the bodies have been torn to pieces, but there is one mostly intact body of the town guards of Sandpoint. Looks like whatever patrol came down here doesn't look like there's anything left.
Well, I'll whisper a quiet prayer quickly, and then does someone want to scout out ahead of us, or do we want to just go barreling down this hallway?
How sneaky is your pseudo dragon?
How sneaky is your
Let me check.
Because if he has dark vision and communicate with you telepathically, that might be a good option.
And soon the dragon will grow. Alright.
He has a 19.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You wanna have the pseudo dragon kind of scout ahead? Up to you. Or Ezra as well, if Ezra wants to scout it. Where is Ezra's token?
Well, I hadn't put it out there. I thought maybe you were going to work me into like joining up with them,
yes.
but if it makes
Yeah.
sense for me to
No, no,
catch
no.
up with him, then totally.
I forgot to add you back in. That's my bad. As you guys are debating who to send, Ezra, at this point, the Mayor Kendra Deverin, the woman you guys talked to earlier, she manages to break away from her office and would contact you specifically to come down and help.
Okay.
And let me see. So she was. Let me check my notes from last time. Okay, cool. So she did succeed. All right. She talks to you. She's like, "Listen, Ezra, we're not a rich town, but I scrounged together what supplies I could, and I managed to get 2 of these for you. Please take them down there. I don't know what state the rest of your party's in." And she's gonna hand you 2 potions of cure serious wounds for you to ferry down. So that would be a 3d8 plus 3 on those heals.
Okay. Well, if I'm catching up with them just now, I'm gonna give one of these potions to O'Drawl and the other to Cantham.
Yeah, as you show up, and you can drag your token wherever you want over here. Since you were here, you definitely experience the eerie effects of the fog. It takes you like a few minutes to navigate this short, like 50-foot room. As the fog keeps making you change directions. Even your cat, Malice, she has a very tough time, even with her enhanced senses, like scent. She still has a hard time navigating the fog. So you guys see Ezra comes stumbling out of the fog, bearing gifts, and passing them out to you all. So if you want to, you can roll for the 2 who are taking the potions. That would be the 3d8 plus 3.
Honestly, do we just want to hold on to him for a while? We all seem pretty good.
Up to you guys.
Yeah, you're the one who's down point. Yeah, you're the one who's down points.
Yeah, I think I'm good for right now.
Okay. Well,
You
guys
died
have
last
those...
session, just so you know. I want you to
Okay.
remember this moment. Remember this moment.
Hey.
He did die. Well, hey, thank God for Breath
All
of
right.
Life.
Okay.
right?
I'll take one. I'll take one.
Okay. That'll make
Hey,
me
go
feel
ahead.
better.
Go ahead and make that roll.
And it's
Seer.
it said 3d8.
Yeah, 3d8 plus 3. Actually, it might be plus 5. Am I crazy? We'll say plus 3 for now.
8 plus 5.
Indeed, indeed. Hell yeah. You heal up for 22. And then, as Ezra comes up with the healing, Turgon, while they're healing with potions, do you want to send your dragon up ahead?
Yeah, I'll send him up ahead reluctantly.
And I gave him vision. So as you drag him, you should be able to see. Give me a stealth check as Ember kind of scuttles quietly over the site of the guard massacre. 35, hell yeah. Give these bad boys a check. Okay. Do you want to move him down, or you want me to move him to like where he could get to?
Move him to here. That's half of his movement. I think that's
Right.
what you need to keep stealth, right?
Yep. But I mean, we're not like in combat right now, so we can assume this takes a few minutes if you want him to just like walk real slow and careful, you know?
Yeah, if nothing's there, he'd continue.
All right, go ahead. You can go around the corner. That's gonna bring you into the next large chamber here. You begin to see creatures up ahead. Give me a perception check as you kind of stand at the entrance to this cave. 18. All right. So here three once separate chambers have become one, joined by collapsed walls and the erosion of time. Bloodstained fragments of chain shirts, shields, swords, and clothing lie strewn haphazardly about the rooms. The walls are decorated with countless scribblings written sloppily in blood. As Ember communicates back to you, and can Ember speak common to you as well, right? I believe they can. Well, they're about to be able to anyway, so I'm gonna say, Master, there are strange hounds here, strange beasts. Ember proceeds to describe them to you, Turgon. If you want to go ahead and make a knowledge planes check, is what would be applicable here. Oh, Turgon smashing it with the knowledge checks per usual. Your blood runs a little cold. This is something you think you can deal with, but they are a bit scary. In the past, you all have fought Yeth hounds. These are enhanced Yeth hounds known as the Hounds of Lamashtu. Thought to be kind of like these hellish dogs that can only be summoned to the material plane by Lamashtu's like most loyal clerics. Which you would know the Scribbler was indeed a powerful Lamashtan cleric. And with his perception check, he thinks there are 6 of them in the next room.
My familiar ahead says there's 6 hounds ahead. How do you want to proceed?
Can you send one of your fireballs through the door? That worked last time.
If I can sneak down to where Ember is, I could launch a fireball in that room.
I think it'd be the worst deal, and then teleport back to us. Or over here somewhere anyways. I mean, we can...
Alright.
I think if we're looking at minimizing risk, the fireball, I'm going to call it the Turgon oven or something like that. It's worked out really well thus far.
And Turgon, you would know with that 33, that's a high enough check. They are not resistant to fire or anything. Like it would fully affect them.
But you are the one taking the risk here, so it's up to you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have Ember stay where he is, and I'm going to try to move up stealthily so I can get in position for a fireball. Oh boy.
Oh, a nat 1. Oh man.
Okay.
You can do it.
You got a 1 in 20 chance that they get an nat 1 on perception, or you are fucked.
Yeah, where's your character at, by the way, when he rolled this one?
If he was moving at half speed with a stealth, so you could get about 15 feet forward. But I want to say you could probably make it to like the bend in the hall, as we're not really on a strict timetable right now at a combat. You trip over, looking down, realize it is like the severed hand of one of the town guards, and you like skitters across the floor, sliding in like the slick blood. And with that, you hear. And we are going to roll for initiative against the hounds of Lamashtu. But hey, at least they didn't get a surprise round on you. That could have been bad.
Yeah, they were gonna die either way.
Yep.
Malice is just sniffing the fog. Like, what the fuck is this shit? Dude, cats versus dogs. Let's go. Alright, we got our Hounds of Lamashtu in here. Everybody ready? Got their initiatives in?
Yep.
Alright. Per the typical way things land, Cantham, you are up first. What would you like to do? Let me change this over to our Hounds of Lamashtu sound pack.
Oh, he is going to stay where he is, but ready in action. When they come in range, he will cast a spell.
Okay.
And range is essentially in this area once they make it here.
So at the moment, since Ember is he never broke stealth, so he's pretty small right now. So I'm gonna give them a perception check, and if they miss him, I'm gonna say he just like kind of scuttles up on the wall a little bit, and they're gonna run right by him. His stealth check was, I believe, a 33 or something like that. 35. Wow.
33 or 35, yeah.
All right, so they are going to bypass Ember. Oh god, they are real. Move Ember down here a little bit. They are real choke pointed though. Okay, so they pretty much are just lined up down that curvy hallway right now. And that is going to be just the lead one is going to have enough speed to try and get a bite. And here, I'm going to actually show you guys the handout because these are like a unique monster to this god, so they're pretty dope to look at. Here's the art for them.
Oh, that's cool.
They're like just the worst. Although they have these creepy like devil tails, like stingers on them. All right, so the lead one is gonna roll a bite. Stop taming all the pets, damn it.
I want one.
Wow, holy shit, that might actually miss. Turgan, what's your AC right now?
Right now, 17.
You have mage armor, right? Is that what's on right now?
Yep, that's with mage armor. Yeah.
The teeth, boom, sink in, like they sink towards you, and a flare of like red fiery light as your magic bursts into life, and it kind of bounces off this now visible set of mage armor. And that is actually all that's all they get a chance to do. Actually, this one was close enough. He's gonna get a standard. He is gonna try and howl, do a bay attack. Everybody needs to make a will save because everyone will be able to hear this. Odral, you're unaffected. Turgon. Ooh, Ezra is going to be affected here.
It was Malice there.
Oh, that was Malice? Okay, so just Malice. Ezra, you're golden.
Man,
and then,
Malice is really having a hard time with these will checks lately.
Yeah, for real. Cantham is good as well.
You need a will save from Ember?
Yeah, Ember as well. Just to be safe. Ember is going to succeed as well, so this is just Malice. How many hit dice does Malice have again? I believe it was like 8 or 9 or something. Because it's less than you.
Yeah, let me see here. Yeah, I think it has 8. She has 8 hit dice. It's on my hero lab. I don't have it open right now.
All right, that's fine. So she is going to be shaken for 3 rounds. And that is all the hounds can do. They really got bottlenecked here. Turgon, that's all you. Turgon, what do you think?
I'm going to. I'm gonna just dimensional slide back to here and hope they follow me and leave Ember alone, and I'll hold a
All right.
scorching ray until one of them comes around the corner.
All right, noted. All right, Agnar, that is you.
I'm actually just going to wait until they come up to this choke point here, and then when something gets within range, then I'm going to do my full round attack.
All right. You guys ready for the onslaught of beasts? Ezra and Malice.
Ezra cannot see very far, so he's just gonna move up here and can barely see this one right here, and he's gonna shoot his arrows.
All right. By the way, the fog does start to fade down this passage, so you're getting a much better line of sight now.
Okay. And as soon as that loads, there we go.
Oh, hell yeah! Crit on that. The one arrow you get off, that is a 22 plus the frost for 24. This crackling icy arrow just slams into the snout of the lead hound. It's just like "Argh, argh," as it rejects this damage. Does not like what you just did. All right, that is going to be Odral. What does our dwarven friend have to say about this?
Let's see. I was gonna ready an action for when they come within range, channel at them, but I don't know that I like having Ezra in front of me.
That's fair.
So,
He can climb upside down.
God damn. The climbest
have to
character
be.
I've ever played with.
Yeah. Where he's at in front of you or behind you, it makes no difference. He's going to get where he needs to be.
Yeah, for real.
I just didn't want him to be, the target when everyone comes in and gets slaughtered.
Oh, true that.
All right. So do you just want to ready an action back there?
This is a really nice choke point.
It's pretty nice.
Yeah.
It's going to widen up pretty quickly unless you guys can stuff that gap. The DM says, tempting them towards combat.
Well, I'll suggest to Ezra that maybe you want to step up the wall or behind us or something so he isn't the target, and I'll ready when they come. Let's see. If 2 get within 30 feet, I'm going to channel alignment channel against them to harm.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, you can absolutely
I
do
did
that.
get the new ability, Greater Grease.
Is that actually something you got?
I haven't decided yet because I haven't decided we'll sleep when we sleep, but it's an option and it's going through my head, man.
Why are we in book 5 and he's still getting greased? All right.
It works.
I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. You are not wrong. Holy shit. Okay.
You've really screwed Ben's stuff up before with grease, so.
Oh,
And it's a level 1 spell. It's like the first thing I got.
It's killing me, bro. All right. So, Adral, you ready? That pulse of energy from Saren Ray. So that brings us to Malice.
Hearing what Odral just told Ezra makes a hand signal to Malice to hold her action.
Malice just like gets low, kind of flexing the armor plates on her shoulders, getting ready to just fuck some shit up. Cantham, your turn, my friend.
Man, I thought they'd be in range by now. I still haven't even used my other ability. Should have done something there. I thought they'd be around the corner faster.
Not yet.
But yeah, I am just gonna play the grease game again. Because it works.
Fuck me. All right. Okay, hold on. All right, so like,
Plus.
this square.
Yep.
Okay, can't wait for a bunch of slippy, slidey hounds of fucking death to come through here.
And just wait till Turgon sets it on fire. It gets even better.
Someone fucking redeem their points to help me. Nah, most of the rewards are all for you guys.
I'm excited to see what people
right.
pick and play with.
Let's get.
I really want someone to do the deck of many things, though.
Oh yeah. For 10,000 points, they can redeem a deck of many things draw, either for your guys' benefit or detriment. All right. Oh my god, their reflex is not going to be good enough. Okay, let's take this one at a time. Slippy Slidey, gonna move to the front. All right, Hound 1 is prone. Let's do a few rolls at once. Hound 2 and 3 are also prone. Fucking hell.
Level 1 spell, too, man. This is the thing I've had since the beginning. I love it.
Let's get another few rolls in here.
I feel like a lot of people skip over it.
All right,
and they don't really
Nat
use
20,
it to its full
this
utility.
guy is going to make it through without falling. So he's going to get a bite attack on Ezra. Let's resolve that before we get to the last two hounds. Ezra, what is your current AC?
Let me see here. 21.
21. That
And do you get an attack on that?
Huh?
Does he get an attack of opportunity?
Ezra?
Yeah.
No. I don't think he has a weapon out. Or he has his bow out, but you don't have snapshot, do you?
No.
Ah, damn.
Okay, so that is going to be a hit. Initially, what's going to happen is you are going to take 12 damage. And what is your CMD?
Let me see here. My CMD?
Yeah, it's going to also get like a free trip attempt.
33.
You are way too acrobatic for this thing to pull you down. However, as the bite sinks into you, its teeth are like so infused with evil. You will need to make a will save.
This happened last time I got bit by the hellhound.
Yeah, okay. It's not that hard though. It's
Okay.
you can do it. I believe in you. You make it. It's evil teeth do nothing. Okay, last two hounds. Let's get another one in the grease square. And they are prone as well. These scary ass devil dogs are a fucking joke.
Last time I got bit is when I ran all the way from Thistletop and Cantham had to get on the horse to come get me.
That was brutal. Well, you got away this time. All right, this guy also is going to make it through, but he was the one farthest in the back, so he actually has to double move to get up to where Ezra is. So no attack.
I assume that triggers my ready action.
Mm-hmm. Now you have minimum of two within 30. I mean, within 30, you got all of them, I think. Yeah.
Oh. Okay, like I said, I'm alignment channeling. Oh, wait. Is that the right one? Yes, it is.
God, we get all my D20s out. It's a will save for half, right?
Yeah.
Oh, just atrocious rolls. All right, let's get the last two in there.
Wait, was that a attack of opportunity for Odril?
It was just a readied action. So he
Oh,
had,
the readied action. Okay.
Yeah, instead of using a standard earlier, he saved it for like the trigger of at least two of them being that close.
Nice move.
So the one directly in front of Ezra is going to pass and lose 11. The one at the bottom left of the square is also going to pass and lose 11. The rest are all going to take the full 22. So I believe that collectively that's over like 100 damage you just did with that channel. Or damn close.
It's a
Basically,
nice feat.
this glowing, pure sunlight radiates down the hall, kind of pushing away the fog. And as the good energy interacts with these hounds that are already made of like pure evil, their skin just begins to boil. That is the hound's turn, which brings us to Turgon, who's kind of chilling up on the altar in the cathedral room.
How high is the ceiling in this place?
The ceiling where in the room you're in, it's 40 feet. In the tunnel, it is 20.
Okay, so Ember's gonna fly up and move back to me.
That's badass as hell.
60-foot fly speed. And then I'm going to... I lose my Scorching Ray because I didn't cast it. And I'm going to cast a Fireball with the Rod of Selective
Oh, God.
in the hallway. Or in this... basically at this one.
Okay. Get out 2 more D20s. You guys making me use all of my fucking... Well, not. I have so many D20s. Listen to all these fucking rolls you're making me make. Okay, let's see. We got some saves in there. Fail, 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 fail. Save, save. Okay, so the 2 at the very back are going to save for 16. I'm going to say that arguably would ignite the grease. So, Cantham, do you want to give me an extra D6 on all of them? I believe is what we did last time. Per, like, Alchemist Fire rules.
Yep. Oh, hold on, it's being dumb.
Alright, that explosion is going to bring all of them down to very, very low health, and this one right here is going to be eliminated. So we have our first death of the Hellhounds. I'm just going to drag him up behind you guys to kind of clear the battlefield a little bit. So I'll give you that 6 on the top guy. And then 1 and a 4. As that hallway is just a massive explosion rocks this underground chamber, followed by a consistent amount of like bright orange grease flames just flickering. The fog is like pretty much dispersed at this point. That brings us to Agnar after that devastating display.
Agnar's just gonna do the same thing. Gonna hold, wait for him to move.
Okay. Agnar kind of holds his action there. Ezra, so you, the 2 in front of you are badly damaged. I mean, they all are badly damaged at this point. But you do have the bow out, so what would you like to do?
It'll provoke an attack of opportunity if I put the bow away and pull out my swords, right?
It is to switch weapons, but if you just decide to throw your bow on the ground and just kind of like risk that, not being able to collect it during the fight, you could just draw the blades and be fine.
I'm going to drop it close right next to me and draw
Okay.
the blades. And then I am going to...
Oh, fuck yeah.
Does it count as a move action? So would I only get one of my sword attacks? I get a full round still.
Yes. I don't think you would get a full round switching right there.
Okay.
Where's our scimitar noises? You get that. Drawing out those blades.
Just take the first one off of here, and I'll hit the one that's directly in front of me.
Okay. Ooh.
And that's...
You happen, mainly out of sheer luck, it's not really a lack of skill, you guys are very powerful, you're skilled fighters, but out of sheer luck, this thing ducks to the side, and your sword blade, like, bounces off that metal spiked collar it's wearing. Which brings us to Odral.
Okay, I'm going to gonna drop right in the middle of the grease, right here. Well,
Yeah.
in the same 4 squares of the grease.
Okay.
I'm gonna drop a spell.
Nice.
Flame strike.
Oh! Be still my heart, my favorite cleric spell. Ugh, just beautiful. You guys see this towering inferno, just like dozens of feet high, vertical column of divine fire slam down into them. Mix of divine energy burning away at the evil hounds, as well as fire energy. It's gonna be 3 d20s. All of them fail, and in this holy conflagration, all 3 of those hellhounds in the grease are blasted into ash.
Awesome. Then I'll 5-foot step back in case Agnar wants to step up in that hole.
Hell yeah. Okay, so we are down to 2 hellhounds at the front. 4 out of 6 have been incinerated. Whoops, knocked off my elf ears. That's going to be Malice.
So Malice would probably be too big to occupy this little like half space right here, right?
She would, but she can make an acrobatics check and try to just run past them. But she would be in the grease then, so...
I was trying to move her to that space if it were possible, but I'm gathering that that's a little too much of a squeeze.
Yeah, because I would say if it was 2 full squares, she could squeeze there, but it's like 2 half squares.
Okay. Well then, Ezra's just gonna signal for her to hold her action.
All right. In that case, we are going to move back to the top of the order. Cantham. You got
Cantham.
2 hounds. Still alive.
2 hounds. Cantham's gonna go ahead and throw a little charm monster your way at
Oh yeah.
Left or the right one?
the one right in front of Drew, because I don't think I can see the other one.
All right. I mean, I'll tell you right now, these things. I mean, they're not super intelligent, so this could definitely work. It's a 21, right, or 25?
25.
Oh, I was gonna say on 21 they pass, but 25, that thing is under your sway. You just hear in your mind like. They can't speak out loud, but you just hear like rapid talking in Abyssal. It's like, as it's just like you get like a mental image of it like sitting on its hind legs, like or standing on its hind legs, like dancing.
Yeah, it's just basically like down.
It's like
Bad hellhound.
this pure evil hound of Lamash dude just takes a seat, whimpering.
In my defense, Caden's animal is also a hound, not a hellhound.
Yeah, but
But
this is like
it's
a
hound,
guard
nonetheless.
dog.
It's
Like
the
a
closest
hunting
thing I
hound.
could find.
Hey, fair enough. You gotta venerate your god however you can. That brings us to really the last remaining hound, because the other one is now under your sway. This time, he is gonna get to do a full round attack with his bite and that little stinger he has on the back of his tail. Bite's gonna miss for sure on a nat 1. You're his 21, correct? Okay, yeah, 21. That's what I thought. The sting is going to hit. So you are going to take another 11 damage. And as the point stabs into you, you feel like a cold liquid be injected into you, and you need to make a fortitude save.
Okay. Man, Ezra's really good at taking the brunt of these kinds of saves.
You needed exactly an 18 on that DC. Their poison is brutal too. It's a 1 damage to all ability scores.
Oh, jeez.
It pulls the thing out, but you manage to fight off the ill effects of that toxin, which brings us back to Turgon. Turgon, you got the one that's sitting obediently, and then the one kind of round the wall there.
I'm gonna just hold
Okay.
for now.
That would bring us to Agnar.
Alright, so I'm gonna step up and do my attack.
All right, I'm gonna say you take a squeezing penalty, but you would still be able to hit it from there. So go ahead and make your attack roll.
Okay.
Jesus fuck. Even with squeezing. 44 to hit on a nat 20. Confirming on a 43. That is absolutely a crit. You spin the glaive over your head. Chop off its tail in one decisive strike. And as it opens up its mouth to roar, you just jam the glaive down its throat. And kind of burning hot ichor drips out. And with that, since you have dominated the last hound, we are out of combat. Excellent work.
Then Agnar pets the other one and says, "Good boy."
It just, like, tilts its head, confused. Alright, let's get out of our battle music. So, first things first, let's get our XP on these 6 hounds. Everybody's gonna get 3,600. Alright. And one of our viewers, shout out to Noble Cricket, they redeemed the first set of points we have. You guys are going to magically drop a magic item. So I'm going to roll some random dice on my end.
And how much did we get? Sorry.
You guys got 3,600. And in the chamber where the hounds were sleeping, you are going to get a magic item that was left when they were summoned. Ooh, hell yeah, that's going to be cool. Let's roll for that.
A nice evil collar.
It is going to be... First set of rolls was determining what kind of magic item. This is going to be a slotless item. Oh, baby, what is that? First of all, got a 69 on the D100, so shout out.
Well done. There we go.
Ew.
Brutal. You guys fucking lucked out. I had to do 3 dice rolls. You guys ended up with a greater major item. It could have been a minor major item. You guys find a magically glowing tome written in Abyssal, but giving off an enchantment aura. Give me a spellcraft check.
Turgon, activate.
That was a bad roll.
All right. This
Reactivate.
book, a thick tome containing tips on coordination, exercise, and balance. But entwined within the words is a powerful magic effect. If anyone reads this book, which takes a total of 48 hours over the course of 1 week, or however you want to divide it up, you gain an inherent bonus of +2 to your dexterity. Only works once.
Oh my god, got a dex book.
It only works once, but that person, and that stacks with whatever other bonuses you have, because it is an inherent bonus.
Oh,
So-
man.
One person
we ever-
will get +2 permanent to dex when they read that book. Hell of a magic drop.
If we have to do another jump check, I say we give it to a draw.
I love the idea that you guys are like, should we arm the dex people in the party, or the dwarf who's got no ups?
I actually
He
put
needs
my
to jump.
last point into dex. I'm going to actually, at 16, get my dex up 1 point.
Hey, there you go. That's honestly fun, dude. If you beat the campaign with a jump in the final fight, I will fucking eat my dice. That would be incredible.
Oh, man.
I'm gonna hold you to that, Ben.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, we can talk about what we do at that book,
Yeah.
but
Alright, fine,
my thoughts,
fine.
I definitely think.
No
You
BS.
you ordered me those sugar dice that I saw online, and I will fucking eat my dice.
Oh, not those. You gotta eat the ones in your hands, the Runelords ones.
Oh God,
Or a
I'll
nice
die.
quartz set.
Then you gotta spend a week at
Hey,
home
some
until
nice
they
quartz,
pass.
get some nice cleansing energy, some crystal energy up in here.
Some sparkly poos.
some rose quartz and spinner yourself while you're doing this.
Ugh. I mean, can I get like a mortar and pestle and like grind it into like a powder? Mix
However
that
you gotta
shit in
do
with
it,
a
man.
drink.
Yeah. You
Oh my
dust
God.
it like the rim of a margarita.
Dude, fuck yeah. Oh man, there's a drink I really want to make if we do a drunk side quest stream at some point. I forgot about them. I made them since college. Have you guys ever made Angry Balls?
No.
Okay, so you take a pint glass, right? Fill with a bottle of Angry Orchard. You put a shot of Fireball in there, and then you dust the rim with cinnamon and sugar. It's just like drinking an apple pie.
That sounds disgusting.
Dude, it's so good. Shut up, I love
I
sweet
love
drinks.
apple pie.
Okay.
I've had apple pie moonshine. It's good.
Oh, that sounds.
Oh yeah, that's
Oh.
good
I
stuff.
think I have some
That
blackberry moonshine in my fridge right now. Welcome to Virginia. Am I right? All right.
No kidding.
Okay, so shout out to the whole state of Virginia. All right, so you guys can move forward there. The Hound just kind of obediently follows in Cantham's footsteps. I wonder if I can give Cantham control, actually.
Is he big enough for Cantham to ride?
Everything's big enough for Cantham to ride.
Wait, Cantham, are you small-sized?
Yeah, dude. I'm a
Right.
halfling.
That's what I thought. Yeah, you can ride it.
Do you have
Kill me, dude.
any,
Okay, I
points
just
in
gave
ride?
you control of it, Cantham. You should be able to move that around now.
Nice.
Does Cantham
Oh,
have
and I
any
do
points
have-
in
Yeah,
ride?
do you have any points
have-
in ride?
I have 3 when I thought I was going to be able to ride red.
Please give us a ride check as you bareback try to ride a literal, like, demon dog.
I'm into that, yeah. We're going to hop on the back of him and we're going to walk down.
God damn it. This game's wild. I love the Runelords game. Every time I run this campaign, there's some new shit. Alright, so you guys head around the corner to the chamber where they were resting. I already described it to you, but as the rest of you get there, the dragon didn't necessarily spot it right away, but you see that there is another set of those, like, big, bold letters written in blood. There's another stanza written by the scribbler. Let me just double check which stanza. Alright, so on that one, you see, and wait, hold on. Okay, I lost my place. There we go. On frozen mountain, Jin awaits. His regal voice, the yawning gates. Eyes turn twice in Sihedron, occulted rune forge waits within.
It's like giving us directions.
So I'm going to put in the Roll20 chat. I might drop it in the stream chat as well. Exactly what you guys have read so far. You essentially have the majority of this poem. All right. For those in Twitch, if you don't get a clear view of that, you can check it out right here.
I do have this written down for you guys, just so you know, so if you want to look at it.
All right. So with that fourth stanza, you could make a either knowledge history check or a knowledge geography check. With the one that starts with on frozen mountain. Okay, Turgon got 25. Got 13. Okay, I mean, you guys assisting each other on that geography would be enough. And, Cantham on that nat 20 history. Yeah, you and Turgon both. Okay, so from history, Jin, this is talking about Emperor Jin. When the Thessalonian Empire first started, it didn't used to be about the 7 saints. It was about the 7, like, virtues, like generosity and stuff. And it was founded by an Aslanti dissident known as Jin. He was a powerful wizard. The geography checks you guys got with you all assisting each other would exceed the DC. There is a mountain known as Rime Skull. It is near the shores, the steaming mirror that you guys had already established, which was Lake Stormander. Rime Skull is rumored to have a giant face carved in it, which some historians debate is Emperor Jin, in fact.
I'm going to put something in chat because the image that I found of these hounds, I like this image a whole hell of a lot more than the one that, the original one that we saw.
Oh, that is neat.
I'll check that out. Give me 1 second.
There's my ride check. Uh-oh.
I think it's a minimum 10, and it falls. You fall down.
It just takes time. You have to figure it out.
Get right back in that saddle. That's what they say.
Yeah.
Ragnar just
Alright.
picks him up like a little kid and puts him back on.
So, apart from that, the room is really just, the remains of the guards that the dogs ate. But you see that right around near where Malice is, there is one more corner leading to like a small tunnel.
Who wants to go? And Agnar can if we don't want to send the... Oh, actually, do you want to send the Hellhound down and then have it check it out for us so he doesn't raise any alarms?
No.
Fine, okay. Agnar will go down first.
All right, Agnar. It is mostly just a winding hallway for a good portion here. I'm going to drag you all the way to the end of it. You come to an open room. I'm going to describe that room before you do anything. The walls, ceiling, and floor of this otherwise completely empty room are densely packed with writing. In many cases, it is overlapping and tangled to the point of near illegibility. 4 short lines stand out on the northern door, carved into the stone, but otherwise alone on its face. These are the final lines of the poem. However, as you are staring into this room, actually, I don't even think you'd be able to... You can give me a perception check, but I don't think you'd be able to find anything here. You do not notice anything.
Ooh.
And
Okay.
with this, I'm just going to send you guys the full handout now that you've discovered all of it. But the final sentences read thusly. And now you've come and joined the forge. Upon rare lore your mind can gorge. And when you slough the mortal way, in Runeforge long your work shall stay. With that, we have the entirety of our poem.
And now you've come and joined the forge upon rare lord. Your mind can gorge.
Man, there's nothing worse than bad poetry.
Man. But the thought, I think it's, one, it's giving us directions, and 2, I think it's kind of telling us what it does. I mean, we already had an idea of what it does, but rare items, we can...
Hell yeah.
Stuff we can maybe make with it. I'm excited to see what we can do with it.
All right. If you guys are following Agnar, anyone else can make a perception check on that room as well.
And that's the room with the door in it, right?
Correct. The door is on the opposite end. Ezra, do you have any trap finding skills?
No.
All right, then I don't believe you'd be able to spot this. So, well, Agnar went in, so something's going to happen here. Agnar, as you go in, you hear the same voice as the scribbler. Even though he's already dead, you hear, "Your allies turn on you. Run from them, find a safe place, and then once you're secure, fight back." Give me a will save.
Oh, man.
If this
It's
doesn't work,
Agnar.
if this doesn't work, I want to use that medallion that I have to reroll.
Okay, that does not do it if you want to use the medallion to reroll.
Oh, great. 2 more.
A 19 is going to do it. Your amulet boom, shatters in a burst of magic, but thanks to it, the whole area is kind of purged of this trap.
And my friends aren't dead.
Yeah, that was pretty close.
All right.
I was kind of looking forward to our group fight here, but
I'm not going to lie. I was excited at the possibility of what might happen in the drama. Like, how many people are going to die and
Yeah.
what's going to happen. But
Oh
at
yeah,
the same
so
time,
that's the
I'm glad it
damage
didn't.
dealing monster. All right. So you have the door up ahead that was marked with the poem. This appears to be the last place that you guys have seen. You guys want to go in? Or I should say, who wants to go in first?
I thought Agner already went in.
No, I mean into
No,
the
it's
next room. There's another door
I
right
just went right
Oh
here.
yeah. Yeah.
here. See, the Hound is eager.
What are we gonna name the
She's-
Hound, by the way?
She's eager to
Like
please her
Terry?
master.
I mean,
I
she's,
don't know
she's
yet.
dominated for days.
Yeah, it's a she, and I think I read somewhere if you dominate a creature long enough, it becomes almost familiar. But I can't confirm that or not.
I'll
But I
have
can
to
just
look
keep
into
casting
it,
the spell
but-
over and over again. I don't care.
So down at the other end of the hall, that once you open this door, you can see that there is an open door at the end, kind of like leading into a last smaller room.
Go.
All right.
Send her down to the end. I don't think she's gonna last long the way I'm using her, but
She doesn't seem to react to anything there. Like nothing's attacking her. All right. Any humanoids around the corner and dare look inside the door?
she doesn't necessarily have hands.
This door is open. That one was already opened.
Oh, okay.
Ezra will take a peek. I'm feeling froggy.
All right. As you jump on into that room, this is clearly the Scribbler's lair. The walls of this room are decorated with flowing script and runes. To the north slumps a bloody human body, its limbs apparently broken in near a dozen places. A low table against the east wall is covered with vials of colorful liquid, and sitting in an inkwell is a quill made from a peacock's feather.
In addition to Cantham's hat, maybe?
Give me a spellcraft check, as this quill is radiating a strong magical aura.
Targon, activate.
All right, give me.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Nat
20.
20.
Look at that.
All right, give me 1 second. I'm just fixing Malice's vision real quick. A little behind the scenes stuff. Ezra, you're not a master of the arcane. That doesn't stop
Not
you
at all.
hearing stories about artifacts. Artifacts being unique magical items in the world of Golarion that often have stories tied to them, or at the very least, objects of legend. And as you look at this quill, you realize that this is one of those items. This is a revelation quill. And I want to read you guys the description here in a second. This quill is fashioned from peacock's tail feather, its nib made of bone. When held in one's hand, the quill seems strangely heavy. If it is placed in an empty vial or glass container of a similar size, it will refill that container with ink. The ink is created a random color 50% of the time, the other time it is black. But just creating free ink is not what makes this thing an item of legend. Oh no no. Once per day, if the user concentrates on a specific future goal, event, or activity occurring within the coming week, the quill takes over and writes out a short phrase in response, often in the form of a cryptic rhyme or omen, much in the same way the divination spell functions. Once per week, you can even use the quill to cast Contact Other Plane, asking up to 10 questions of the mysterious intellect that guides the quill's ink. So essentially, this quill can write the future.
Oh, that's cool.
Cantham, I think if you do that, you in real life have to write everything out in a haiku.
Well, I would take control of it. Like, I would give
Yeah,
you guys
he would have to
Oh.
write it out in a haiku. I wouldn't.
Ben, you're gonna have to write it out in a haiku.
Well,
That's
yeah,
cool.
last time I believe I did. I can't remember. I did some kind of. Blah, blah, blah. I did poems a lot for the last group that did it, depending on what questions they asked.
I think it would just look great in Cantham's hat.
Agreed.
What a flex! What's in your hat? Oh, it's just a minor artifact. No big deal.
No big deal. What up?
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
okay.
That
Plus an
apart
angry bird.
from the body, that's all there is in here.
And so we're pretty much at the end of this, like, contraption of corridors and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm. You've been to every room that's down here.
That wasn't so bad.
Didn't one of you almost die?
A couple
Yeah.
times. That's not the point.
We
We're all
almost
alive.
always die.
Yeah.
Almost doesn't count, man.
All right. Cool. So, what do you guys do? You finish this dungeon. Where do you want to head to?
Head back up to the mayor. Didn't she have some reward or something? I don't
You
remember.
didn't talk to her directly the first time, but Father Xantus did mention that she might be able to offer
Father.
you a little something. He's like, I'm sure the mayor would offer you guys a little something.
I think we didn't take anything, actually. I think we decided not to take payment. I don't remember.
I feel like you guys were just like, we'll do it to help you, Father Xantus.
Yeah, I told him as the Council of Sandpoint, it's kind of our responsibility to ensure Sandpoint's safety.
Ezra would like to go talk to Father Xantus about these negative energy drains that are still on Malice that Odral wasn't able to fix because he fixed me instead.
Okay. I believe you would know he's not powerful enough a cleric to deal with that.
Damn.
He's a good community member, but he is not very powerful. He's just a small town priest.
All right.
What do we need to get that removed?
Full restoration.
A full restoration.
Can Turgon go to Magnamar on a quick shopping spree if we compensate him for the spell?
For the teleport? Yeah, you guys could teleport there.
Well, not all
Yeah.
of us. I mean, if we just need that one thing, I feel like get a couple of those. We can pay.
What time in the day is it? Would we
now
know?
that you've now let's see, you guys went down. It's not even that late. You guys went down during the day. It's probably about 1 in the afternoon.
So I have
You guys like
3
come out of the
level
hole
5.
like, blinking in the sunlight.
3 level 5 spells, so we could teleport to Magnamar, spend most of a day there, teleport back, and sleep.
And not even break in stride.
I would say you guys would also know, now that you know more about Runeforge, if you wanted to research it, since you can teleport, you could make use of the Thessalonian library again.
Oh, yes.
So while Turgon's doing all the book smart stuff, Agnar wants to take the dog and go enter a dog fighting competition with Cantham giving him all the haste and the buffs.
Oh my god.
There are in fact
Make us-
no
make
dog
us-
fighting rings in Sandpoint.
Allegedly.
I'm pretty confident. It's a town of like 300 people.
But when we go to the big city, I don't know. Just spitballing here.
You got to find the Michael Vick on somewhere in Magnamar.
I've already got memes for this.
All right. Cool. So you guys will be able to do that and do your shopping trips. We don't have to roleplay the shopping. You guys can buy what you would like.
No, yeah. I'm gonna sell some of my shit, and then I'm just
All right.
gonna I felt like 20% was too much. You okay if I just do like 10 or 15% now?
Yeah, we can do 10%.
I mean, I got more.
Do you guys
money than I
do you
need.
want to use another one of the teleports to go to the library?
I think if we honestly at this point, I feel like
You don't have to.
We might. No, I don't know.
I mean, you
There's
guys
something in
have
mind that I
clues
wanna
to go
play
on.
with,
You
but-
you know, in some geographic sense, where you are heading.
Well, first off, let's just go get to Magnamar. So let's just say we got to Magnamar.
All right.
Cantham sold a bunch of his shit.
And
Bought
Ezra's gonna
something.
go talk to the hookers at that one church that we went to before that
They're
healed us.
priestesses.
Priestesses.
Not hookers.
Agnar will join him.
I mean, tomato, tomato.
I would also go
they were
pray
a
at
bit
the
of both.
church.
They did worship Callistria, the sacred sting, so they also offer escort services, shall we say.
The holy hookers.
Basically. Alright, I'm just going to drag you guys onto the Magnamar map so we can kind of visualize a little bit of our shopping here. And let's move our stream over so they can see Magnamar as well. Can you guys see that map?
Yeah.
All right. Far cry from Sandpoint. This is a big city. There are also libraries here, so I would say you wouldn't get the full bonus, but if you want to save teleports, if Turgon or anyone else who is kind of leaning to the intellectual wanted to make a knowledge, history, or arcane check, the local library, especially in the Alabaster district, which is kind of the wealthy district that the mayor here would let you into, you could get it with a +5 bonus from that library. Tis not enough with a 24, even without an nat one. You don't find out anything more than the hints you have already been given.
I'm gonna use my 20 for a 33.
Oh, okay. All right, so you were gonna learn a few facts here with that then. So Runeforge was created as a place where agents of all 7 Runelords would gather to study magic. You also know that the Runelords wove powerful wards around Runeforge that barred entrance into the complex to any Runelord or his direct agents. This meant that the servants they placed there, in theory, should have been able to keep their research free from sabotage from the other lords. You would also know that they enhanced the demiplane of the Runeforge with so much magic that those within it could be sustained without needing to eat, drink, or even sleep.
So when you're there, you don't need to eat, drink, or sleep. You can just work continuously, like nonstop on whatever you're building.
Correct.
Can't. We need to go there.
All right. Does anyone else have any shopping they need to do, or do you guys want to rest and then head to Lake Storminder?
I vote rest.
Yeah,
Yeah, if we rest,
as well.
we can. We have our little place we can stay at here in town.
Yeah, you guys got the old townhouse of Aldern Foxglove. Now that you have
bachelor
the deed to his bachelor pad. You guys can spend it there. I believe his bachelor pad is also located in the Alabaster district, so it's a hell of a nice place.
Yeah, we've had a pretty big come up.
About over here. Oh yeah, you've had a big come up.
I did send you a message. Just
Well, let me double check that.
yes or no for that. Yeah.
Let me read through it real quick.
Don't have to do it now, but just for future.
Oh yeah, I remember this thing. Yeah, that's fine. You can get it.
Okay. I got rid of a few of my items
All right, and
to
then
pay for it.
Yeah, a heal check.
yeah,
myself.
if you guys want to make heal checks to heal double your level during the night's rest. All right.
I would also pop off my 3 remaining channels if people needed healing overnight too.
Okay.
The dog does.
Agnar would like that. He rolled 2.
I do that before bed, so that's 45 plus 19, 64. So
Does this,
Damn.
like once it goes past the max, is it just temp hit points? Or
You can't go past the max with this healing. It would just max you out.
And can I just assume that we went to the temple, or are we gonna role play it with those ladies.
So, well, I think we'll roll. We'll you talk to the beautiful priestesses and get healed.
Yeah, Ezra's like blushing. He's not much of a talker. So.
All right. With that, as we get our items set, I think that's going to be a great place here for us to take our first 5-minute break. And then when we get back, we can teleport or journey however you want to Lake Stormander, seeking out the Rune Forge. All right. I shall see you guys back in about 5 minutes.
Okay.
Gotcha.
And if anyone watching, feel free to stick around for a little ad break. Help support the show.
Hey, Drew, you there? No.
I'm back.
Me too.
Hey, Drew, I picked up that outflank as well. So now that we've rested, we can both do the crazy hittings.
Okay, cool. Yeah, and Malice
All right.
has outflank too. So yeah.
Hey,
I am.
how long are
back.
we staying in Magnamar? Is that enough time for someone to read the book? Because
I mean, if you,
the book of dexterity.
you didn't, they didn't give you like you don't have a time limit right now, so up to you. You could spend the 2 days there and read it.
I don't think it'd be the worst thing, and I think all of us could probably use the book. It'd probably be more useful on Ezra than anyone. But if we need to roll for it, anybody else wants a fair share, we can roll for it.
All right. There we go. Took us
I'm
off
good.
to the be right back screen.
Everyone, anyone want roll for
Yeah,
it?
I'll definitely take it if anyone else wants it for sure.
I feel bad rolling for it as a. It wouldn't really help me all that much, just 2 AC.
Oh
Hey,
yeah,
I
that's all I was
mean-
saying. I mean, it's definitely useful for everyone. It's useful for all of us.
Boy, it's a
Well,
plus 2 to 8.
if people keep dropping those 750 points, they could drop more high level magic items for you guys.
I might roll if it's a plus 2 to AC. I'll probably roll you for it.
Not for you. Your AC's already reached its max.
Oh, gotcha.
It wouldn't do
Never mind.
anything for you. It would help some of your skills, but yeah, I looked at your
Yeah.
sheet to see if it would. We just need better items to increase your AC.
It would help me with my ranged bow attacks, which are getting
True.
like more and more prevalent now.
Gotcha.
So,
You have
No,
you have been
no.
upping your sniping, to be sure.
all right, so I'll take it if going once, going twice.
If
If you want to roll a draw, don't feel bad about it, man. It's a game,
Yeah, I mean you can roll for it.
7.
Oh, come on, fingers crossed. All right, one more time. Oh,
All right.
damn.
Odral is a Dexy dwarf.
Yes, he is. He's getting the book.
All right, Odral.
He's getting the book just to jump. I love it. We're
Uh,
gonna win
wait
this
till this
game
I
by
would-
a jump.
I was joking that he would get it for better jumping, but here we fucking are. So yeah, you can
Wait,
add
hold
that
on,
in as like a miscellaneous bonus. It'll stack with whatever bonuses you already have to Dex.
Draw, if you just want it for jump, I'll trade you my +5 ring that gives a +5 bonus to jump.
It
Long jump.
wasn't for jump. I have a jumping ring. It literally is
Oh, okay.
because it will increase my AC.
And it'll increase your chance to hit with the like range spells that you have.
True.
Wait, what's your AC at now? With this?
29. Without it, it's
Ooh,
29.
What?
Oh,
what
yeah,
what's
dude, you
it-
gotta have it. Even 30, dude.
Some of these things were hitting me seemed like easy, even with my AC up where it is.
Those demons you fought had crazy high to hit stats. I mean, also you saw them. They were ripped and like 16 feet tall. So, understandably so.
So we'll wait 2 days so he can read the book.
All right, so you guys wait 2 days.
I would like to buy some also.
Yeah, you
now
can.
that I found
You
it
can
out.
totally buy it. Yeah, you can.
I need.
We can just assume that you buy it, unless you want to tell us
Okay,
about
perfect. I just go out and have. I probably have to have it made, but I need a miniature platinum sword that's worth around 250 gold.
it. Oh yeah, you'd be able to find that no problem in like the craftsman
Cantham
district.
can get you.
That'd be easy. Yeah, and Cantham's
knows
got
the
the
guy.
connects.
He knows.
All right, so with that, I'm gonna get us ready here in a sec. Don't move your characters on quite yet. All right, let me know when you guys are ready, and you can move your characters onto this map over here.
It's just black.
It's black for me too.
I forgot. It does that thing now. I just gotta toggle it on and off to reset it. Give me one sec. All right. In the mouth of the skull. Let's pop that on. All right. Just waiting on Roll20 to load right now. All right. Try dragging your characters onto this spot now. And I'm actually gonna make it. You guys wouldn't arrive at night. You would arrive in daytime.
Where are we supposed to drag him?
Over here. See if you can get vision right there.
Yeah, I don't have any pings anywhere.
Oh, I'm pinging on the GM layer. That's my bad. Here. Over here is where you should drag.
Okay.
That's my bad.
Got it. Thank you.
Okay. There we go. There we go. All right.
I drag Dagnar over, and I just see like the top half of like a rocky thing, like a sliver of it. That's it.
I don't even see Agnar on the map.
Let me do it again. Oh, there it goes.
Okay, cool. All right, we're good. All right. So as you guys teleport to this location, you would be able to research in the library enough that I'm not even going to make you roll because you'd be able to be well familiar. There is a lot of art depicting Lake Stormender. From the rocky eastern shoreline of Lake Stormender, the ground rises into the craggy, snow-dappled roots of Rime Skull, casting its long shadow over the area. Yet not all the ground here is rugged and mountainous. Several hundred feet from the lake's edge, the land suddenly levels off to create a circular hill. Rocks and tenacious shrubs poke through the scattered clumps of snow, but they are dwarfed by the ring of 7 10-foot-tall stone heads that circle the hill's edge, their faces angled inward at each other, mouths agape. To the east, the sheer mountainside of Rime Skull rises, icy and wind-blasted. 200 feet above leers a carving of an ancient face, its gaping mouth forming a large cave entrance in the mountainside. A 10-foot-wide stairway of stone descends from this cave to a ledge only 50 feet to the east of the circle of stone faces.
7 of them, mind you.
All right, let's get our new audio in here. You guys are on the mountains.
Hey, Hey, wait, real quick. Drew, what was the name of the cougar in Talladega Nights?
Oh, geez, I don't even know.
Karen. It was Karen.
Karen!
I think it was Karen.
Damn it, Karen. Back.
Oh, what a great movie.
Is my hellhound's name, Karen.
Okay, the Hellhound's name
Where is
Karen.
Karen?
Let me... Hold on. I'm going to have to drag a new one. Let me go back and copy that over.
Plus, isn't that a saying, don't be a Karen or something like that?
Oh, yeah, it's really
It's like a
popular.
meme.
So it totally fits with a creature from hell, then.
All right, let's drop this in the circle of faces. That is too large. She should be medium.
That's fine. That'll be fine.
No, you're good. You're good.
You're good right there, buddy. Don't worry. You did great.
All right. So, you guys are in the center of these circular heads. What do you do?
Can I take a closer look at this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can take a close look at the one right there. You would actually recognize this one because you've seen his visage a few times. That is Karzug, the Runelord of Greed and Transmutation Magic.
We have a bust of him on our mantle.
You do indeed.
What's the one next to it?
I heard he's kind of a bastard.
All right, so I'm gonna read who these are in a circle. Give me a knowledge check, actually. See if you can identify all of them. This would be a knowledge history check.
I'll assist anyone doing it.
All right. Odral assist that check. Okay. Oh, yeah. I mean, you guys assisting Turgon there would exceed the check for sure. So we got Karzug, affiliated with Transmutation. Next in the circle, we're going clockwise, is Runelord Kroon, who is Conjuration. Bellamarius, Abjuration. Sorshin, that's the Runelord of Lust. That is the Enchantment School.
Oh.
Xanderghoul, the Runelord of Illusions. Elaznist, the Runelord of Evocation and Wrath. And Zutha, the Runelord of Gluttony and Necromancy.
Is there
And I
any
believe
indication on are these
Xanderghoul
just
is
statues?
Pride. These are the faces of them.
Okay.
Which one was Conjuration again?
Conjuration, which I believe is... Ooh, I'm blanking what school that is, but Conjuration is this one right here. Runelord Kroon.
Which one? I didn't see a ping again.
It is... Sorry, I keep tabbing back and forth to do some GM stuff, but it's this one right here.
Okay, just for kicks, I'm going to walk over and I'm going to touch to cast Cure Light Wounds on it.
Hell yeah. All right. So that was Conjuration. Oh, so that is the Runelord of Sloth, the Conjuration one. As your hand flares with a healing spell. It's too loud on my end. But the stone statue, the face, begins to glow kind of a pinkish aura. As that happens, when the spell touches the stone, there is a giant vibrating pulse, kind of like shaking the air itself. This sound effect over here. And as that happens, a floating golden key appears in the mouth.
I try to retrieve it.
You reach in. The key's kind of thrumming, like humming with power, but you grab the key and you can pull it out.
Okay.
As this happens, everyone
on
give
lust.
me a perception check. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. All right, we got 31 is the highest so far.
35 is now the highest.
35, okay. Trying to be stealthy in the winter clouds up above. Because you guys have been fighting for so many months. It is winter now, especially near these mountains. You see what at first looks like a cloud drifting at an increased speed. It is only after examining it that Cantham realizes this is not a cloud. This is a huge-sized white dragon. Roll for initiative.
Oh, shit balls.
Oh boy.
Dragon's my favorite enemy. I like this.
Do you still have some Dragonbane arrows, I hope?
I have
Oh, give me 1
of
second
them.
before anyone else rolls. Just keep O'Drawl's. Okay, O'Drawl got the 13. Malice got a 7. I'm just deleting everybody else real quick. Ezra with that 21. All right, everyone's good to roll. All right. This is the creature you see swooping down from the clouds from the mountain.
Jesus.
Coated in ice and frost. All right, at this point, the dragon is about here on the map, and it is currently around 90 feet in the air above you. And that is going to be Cantham to begin our fight.
Turgon, get your fire magic ready. I am going to go ahead and... Oh, hold on a second. I was looking for something.
All right.
Oh, it doesn't tell me
My
if this
wife's
is a
cooking
swift
something
action
out there,
or
and it smells really good.
not. Good.
I don't know what it is.
I am going to go ahead and cast Mirror Image on myself and start a Bardic Performance. And this time I'm actually going to do...
Okay.
Yeah, we'll do Oratory. I'll stick with Oratory.
All right, you begin telling a tale
Of how we
brings
killed the last
hope,
dragon.
to all of you. And as you are emboldened to fight the dragon, yeah, telling the tale of how you defeated Longtooth, the red dragon. That brings us to Ezra.
As a standard action, Ezra is going to denote the dragon as his quarry for the day, giving
hell
him
yeah.
a +2 bonus to attack and damage on the dragon. And that's going to be his action.
All right. You study this white dragon above, and if anyone has knowledge arcana on their turns, they can try to identify the age category of this dragon. As most tales would tell you, the older a dragon is, the more powerful it is.
Can I do a retroactive Arcana check?
Sure. I'll allow it.
I got a 21.
21. You are not positive with that low of a check, and that is concerning. It must be powerful.
Okay.
Agnar, it is your turn.
Agnar's just gonna run up behind one of these and hold put.
All right, you run up behind the statue of Belimarius, the Abjuration statue.
Actually, I'm gonna use the boots to climb to the top of it and hide behind the head.
Well, the whole thing is a head, but you could like hide behind its like crown.
Yeah.
All right, so you crouch behind the crown. That is the Runelord of Envy, and that brings us to Archrist, the White Dragon. It is going to swoop down, and on a flyby, it is going to release a breath weapon. And that breath weapon is going to be a 50-foot wide cone. So it will be able to get everyone as it breathes on the way by. It doesn't get that far because it used up a lot of its movements. It gets to about here.
Except for Agnar.
It gets, yeah, everyone but Agnar. I need you to make a reflex save. And I will roll this publicly. Ooh, a lot of ones in that roll.
37 though? That's what we have to beat?
No. That's how much damage it does if you fail.
Oh.
All right. So far,
that
it
was
looks
the
like
reflex save. I'm like, I can't make that.
all right. So with that effect, everyone who got, ooh, actually, oh man, that's actually a really high save. So Cantham, you're gonna pass, and we still need some from. Is that everybody? I'll roll for the dog. The dog also passes. Turgon and Ezra, you're both going to fail and take 37. If you passed, you take, what was that, 15, 17 damage. And as it flies over you, it is going to get in range of its frightful presence. So everyone go ahead and give me a will save as well. All right. Agnar and Cantham are both going to fail. As is Malice.
I do not have my +2 from Inspire Courage if it's a fear effect.
It is a fear effect.
So I'd be at 18. I don't know if that changed it or not, but
18 is still not going to be enough.
okay.
And let's see, hit dice. Anyone who fails, which is basically Ezra and Turgon, the ones who passed, everyone else is going to be shaken. And you are going to be shaken for... I'm going to, again, roll publicly because this is a lot of dice. You're going to be shaken for 22 rounds.
Oh my god.
Holy crap.
And that brings us to Turgon.
How far away from me is he?
So he had to swoop down. He was 90 feet. Hold on, Pythagorean theorem. All right, 20 horizontal, and he is currently 50 up. Hold on, calculating, stand by. He is 55 feet away from you. Approximately.
I think that is...
And we're shaken, right?
You are
55
shaken, yes.
feet, I believe, is the range of my maximized Scorching Ray. So that's what I'll try to hit him with.
All right, go ahead and throw those Scorching Rays. 18 is a potential hit. Give me a spell resistance check. So a cast level check, sorry. The flame blasts up into the air, and it's almost like the icy wind itself beats it away as it does not get through spell resistance. That is again a potential hit. Make another caster level check. That time, your fire burns through the snowy atmosphere created by Archchrist. And what is your maximized damage on that?
It's 24.
24? Okay, so this thing appears, you see its scales burn and some of them like slough off of its body. It is definitely vulnerable to fire. That does more than you had estimated. Third blast is also a potential hit, although that time he again resists it with spell resistance. Brings us to Odral, who is over having reclaimed a golden key from the second statue. Well, second statue in the circle.
Okay, so just when we passed, did we the will save, was it shaken from that, or is it if you failed?
If you fail, you're shaken. If you passed, it was nothing.
Okay.
And then if you had failed with a certain number of hit dice, which you all have more than this, it would have like panicked you. But luckily, you are all too powerful for that.
Okay. I'm going to. Is he that big? That's a 6x6.
That is how they sized him in this, but that is definitely bigger than he's supposed to be.
Okay, I was just curious.
That's how they put the token on the map, but I do not think it is sized correctly. Thank you for pointing that out. He should be huge sized, I believe. Okay, so he should be huge sized, which is definitely smaller, large, huge. He should be this
Well,
big.
I was more curious about why he was asking. I'm like, oh shit, he got something big up his sleeve. If he's asking how big that guy is, this is gonna be awesome. I thought the bigger they are, the harder they fall type spells.
That'd be cool.
I was actually thinking from the metagaming side of if it's a colossal plus, that means that sucker is ancient.
That we're fucked.
Okay, I'm gonna flame strike, and I'll do the caster level check.
All right, what's the range on that? Oh, yeah, medium range. You are absolutely within range. So 48 damage. It's half fire damage, right?
Half
So
fire,
that gets
half
past
radiant.
spell resistance. There's a blast of fire again raging out of the sky. The sun seems to do like that little gleam that you would get like reflecting from a camera. So half of that is fire is 24. The fire half is going to be enhanced from weakness. So that is 36 plus the remaining 24. 60 damage total as the flame strike, boom, impacts Christ the dragon. Devastating blow.
And then I'd use my moves to move up here.
It's poor little Malice's turn. He's having some trouble with these flying enemies.
Yeah, this is basically what happened last time. So Ezra's just gonna like give Malice a pet and with his eyes tell Malice to hide. So Malice is gonna double move and hide back over here.
Okay.
And that's gonna be it.
All right. That is going to be Cantham then, who is kind of just back at the top of the order, dead center in this area.
First things first, he's gonna look at Karen and tell Karen to protect the cat.
All right. Hellhound goes over to protect the cat and the dog are just hanging out behind that statue.
Yep, and I am going to switch up my spell, or my bardic performance,
Okay.
to soothing performance. It's
Does that
equivalent
change
to
anything for the buff?
your buff lasts for 2 more rounds, so you're
Okay.
still good on that. But basically, I have to soothing performance. It creates an effect equivalent to mass cure serious wounds using the bard's level as the caster level. In addition, the performance removes fatigue, sickened, and shaken from all those affected.
Hell yeah. Okay, so do a mass cure serious. That's going to be 3d8.
I have to. It's not
is
yet.
it-
I have to play continuously for 2 rounds. I think.
Gotcha,
I'll
okay.
double check.
Well,
Yeah,
at least
so
shaken's
that's what's
not
gonna
gone yet.
happen. Not yet.
Okay.
it will
That
be.
brings us to Ezra, who has, designated this creature as his prey and as the favored dragon opponent.
Ezra is going to reach into his quiver and grab 3 of the 4 Dragonbane arrows that he has.
Baby,
and
okay.
fire them off because the frost damage probably isn't going to do anything here.
Frost damage is not going to be enough with that, yeah. All right. So we got a 28, a 20, and a 21. So all of those arrows impact his scales and bounce off.
Oh, none of them hit?
None of them hit. I mean, they impact him, but
Yeah.
they do not pierce his scales.
Damn.
This boy is scary.
Should have had more decks.
Agnar.
Just
Savage.
kidding. Total dick move.
So just for like gaming purposes, what would it have taken for those arrows to hit?
That's for me to know and you to figure
Gotta
out.
find out.
Pit Fiend just popped up on screen.
I was just messing around, sorry.
Oh god.
Testing stuff.
The boots of the winged boots, they just make you fly. They don't add anything to your movement speed, right?
I thought they gave you a movement speed of something faster.
Can't remember. I didn't have it in the notes.
What's the actual? Is it winged boots? Is the actual name?
Yeah.
All right, let's double check. All right, winged boots. It affects you as per the fly spell, and the fly spell gives you a 60-foot fly speed.
60. Okay. That changes things. 1 second. Sorry about that.
So he is. Oh, you're on top of the statue though. So he's only
Yeah.
10 feet above you if you're on the statue. So with 120-foot movement speed, if you did a charge, you would be within his. You could get to him. But he is huge size, so a charge would for sure provoke an op attack.
Okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm just going to double move, and I'm going to go over here on top of this one.
Okay. You fly through the air across the battlefield, winged boots speeding your way to the next statue. That brings us back to this boy, who's going to make some checks to turn around. He is going to swoop down. Is that the actual... You're at max health right now, right? Or no, it was from the blast. Okay. So...
Hold on, before
be...
we get too far past this,
Yes,
I
go
just
ahead.
realized that I didn't add the +2 enchantment bonus for those Bane arrows to hit. So that 28 should have been a 30.
A 30 would still not have done it.
Damn.
All right. He is going to swoop down, and on a flyby vital strike attack, he is going to try to reach down with his 15-foot long neck and bite Ezra. This is going to be a whole fucking thing. All right. That is going to be a 38 to hit.
$38 to hit the dragon?
No, for it to hit you.
To hit Ezra.
To hit Ezra.
Oh, he's going after Ezra. I thought he was going after the fucking guy who
sorry,
threw
it's
fire
Ezra.
at him for a second. Sorry.
No. Ezra, nice.
Oh.
First of all, you're going to take 69 damage. What is your CMD?
33.
Its bite is also going to grab you, and it is going to use the rest of its movement speed to fly straight up with you clutched in its mouth. It is now 110 feet off the ground.
Well, I'm glad we got close to a real fight here, you know?
All right, Turgon, this thing is pretty much 110 feet straight up from you.
I have no idea what to do here.
Something with fire.
Fireball, I think, is the only thing I have that reaches it, but...
That is long range, it's true. Fireball's like 400 feet minimum on its range.
I mean, Ezra's kind of there, too.
You could selective it.
True.
Yeah, I was going to say, if that was the case, we all would have been roasted 10 times over.
True.
I'm going to put Ezra.
I'll selective Fireball, and then I'm gonna...
You hold out the rod.
I'm gonna stay where I'm at.
A fireball shoots straight up into the air, impacts Archrist. Give me a spell resistance check. Oh, the cloud of fire engulfs the ice dragon, failing his will save, taking 46 damage as the fire engulfs Archrist the dragon. Also, as a free action, if you would like, you could still make the Knowledge Arcana check to try to determine what dragon this is.
It's a big white one.
This is an ancient white dragon.
Oh boy.
Oh, shit.
All right, Odral.
Should have kept
see
my
this?
red one. Oh, fuck.
You see this dragon swoop up with your friend.
I do. Oh boy. Let's see. I'm gonna cast Shield of Wings and get myself a fly speed.
All right.
And jeez, yay trigonometry. Gonna start
I have
flying
a calculator
and
pulled up for
forward.
hypotenuse. So he is 100
just hope he
feet.
doesn't turn around and fly the
110
other way.
feet above you. So he's 110 feet above you, and then how far away are you like this? You are 35 feet away like that. He is 115 feet away from you.
Okay, well, I'll fly up 50 feet of that.
Okay. So he's within 65 feet of you.
That's it. I cast a spell and I moved. That's me.
All right. Malice, I assume, stays there.
Yeah, and without Ezra to direct her, she, isn't really going to do anything.
Very fair. Cantham.
I am going to actually. So he's in his mouth,
He is in his mouth.
and you said he's about 110 feet.
Mm-hmm. 110
Oh,
feet
he's
off
not-
the ground of where his token is.
Okay. Nope, I don't have enough reach for that. But I am gonna go ahead and try and cast Hold Monster on the creature to try and just get it to freeze.
All right. So
With
first
a
of all,
spell
give me
DC
a
of 27.
Give me a spell resistance check first.
You got it. And that's just a caster level check, right?
Correct.
Oh, nat
Dragons,
one.
being the creatures of just raw magic that they are, resists your spell. It is unaffected. Ezra, it is your turn. You are 110 feet off the ground, grappled in a dragon's mouth.
All right, Ezra's just going to let go of his bow, let it fall to the ground,
Bow, fades away, falls to the ground.
and he's going to pull out both of his swords and attack. Only one will hit, though, so
Okay.
we'll see.
Go
As soon
through
as
the
it pops
wall.
up. There we go.
27 is not going to do it. It sparks off of his nose scales.
And then Ezra's like, damn it!
Hey, thanks Little Park for following. One more to 150, or one more on the way to 150. All right. So let's drop. Well, no, you're not getting dropped yet, but Agnar, it's your turn.
So
Agnar-
how tall are the statues?
The statues are 20 feet.
And he's
Um,
110.
He's 110, so vertically you are 90 apart.
Okay, and
horizontally-
then
45. Okay, give me 1 sec to recalculate. This is why I purposefully had a tab open when we started this session for a hypotenuse calculator. He is 105 feet away from you.
Okay. 105. If I double move, I can't do anything else, right? I can't drop it something, drop an item on him.
You could charge him on a double move.
Well, I was gonna say because I could do the normal with a 60-foot movement. I could do just a normal double move and be at him.
Yeah, so you could either double move and just be next to him, or you could do a charge action, which counts as a double move, and you get to attack.
Okay.
The penalty, though, is if you do that, one, he's going to try to op-attack you, because he has more weapons than just his mouth. And two, your
Yep.
AC will be 2 lower on a charge. But your to hit will be 2 higher, is the flip side.
Okay, so here is let me just kind of explain what I'm thinking. Maybe you can help me with the mechanics.
Okay.
I want to fly up and land, like just drop in on his back and try to hold on for a second until they can get a full attack next round.
So technically, they can be combat maneuvers can be attack rolls. It would still provoke because I don't believe you have improved grapple, but you could double move on the charge and try to grapple onto his back if that is what you'd like to do.
Okay.
So you fly 105, 15 feet up directly toward Archchrist the dragon, and that's going to be a combat maneuver check versus his combat maneuver defense.
Correct. And what I want to do is instead of an attack, I don't know if this would work or not. I want to drop a Tanglefoot bag. Once I'm on his back, drop a Tanglefoot bag onto my feet so I can't fall off.
I would say it's a little bit of homebrew there, but I would say since you're using the Tanglefoot bag in that way and presumably purposefully failing that save, I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna make the DC that you have to hit for the grapple lower because you are using something to help you.
Okay. So I guess
Awesome
move this
use of a
over here.
Tanglefoot.
And I want it kind of in between his shoulder blades, so he's kind of harder to get at.
Sure. All right. All comes down to this combat maneuver.
He has a head like a snake, so don't be surprised if he still bites you.
Yeah.
Just a heads up.
So that's,
Well, all right. So first of all, yeah, go ahead.
CMB, right? Not
CMB. Yeah, CMB. Unfortunately, even with the Tanglefoot bag, that is not going to be enough to hold on to a ancient dragon mid-flight. He is also going to try and op attack you as you get within his threatened area. This is no longer going to be a vital strike, but he is still power attacking. He is going to try to slap you with his tail as you approach. What is your current AC with Agnar?
It is 20.
All right, that is going to hit as his spiked scaled tail slams into you for 28 damage.
Okay.
That is going to be Archrist. He is going to fly 100 feet straight up, which is going to provoke an op attack from Agnar. So you can make an attack with your spear, or your glaive, sorry. 29 glances off his scales. It is not enough to get through. Once he hits 200 feet, he opens his mouth and drops Ezra.
Hold on, I get a +3 on attacks of opportunity, so it'd actually be a 27. Or, sorry, 32.
A 32? 32 is still not enough to beat it.
Okay.
And he drops Ezra. How many feet is this? 210
This is
feet?
210 feet that you are being dropped.
Can't
I believe you can
immediately cast
yeah?
Featherfall.
Can you do that as a reaction?
As an immediate action, yes. When he gets close enough to the ground, I can cast Featherfall on him.
All right, Ezra just starts fucking plummeting at the last second. Cantham holds out his hand. There's a spiral of arcane energy, and you begin to slowly drift the last 50 feet. Ooh, baby.
Oh, it would have been really close. It wouldn't have been that. It would have been probably 10 feet off the ground.
Goddamn. Well, still, it prevents it.
Yeah. He's not dead.
Because, each... that would have been so much fall damage, it reaches the environmental rules maximum, which is a maximum fall damage of 20d6.
Oh, yeah, it would have killed me for sure.
Oh, hell of a deflection. Archrist sees this and is like, Artur Faran, as he starts yelling at you all in Draconic, and you see frost breath begin to crinkle at the corners of his mouth again. But that is all he can do this turn. Turgon. The dragon is currently about 210 feet straight up from where you are. Just kind of hovering on the thermals. Its wings spread, the membranes taut as it prepares to dive down.
I'm gonna dimensional slide.
All right, you open up a portal and dimensional slide away.
Here. And move a couple places back.
Hell yeah. All right, you slide through with your magic. And that is going to bring us to Odral, who is, after this dragon moved, he is about 150 feet away from you.
Yep.
What are your thoughts?
Yeah, my thoughts are I really don't want to clump, but I really don't want to leave Ezra at that looking as damaged as he is.
It's fair.
I'm gonna say this, not to metagame, but I feel like your character's smart enough to realize that I was what song I was casting, and on my next turn it releases and acts as the Cure Series move. But he also might get attacked, so it's just food for thought.
Yeah, it's really up to you, Adral.
Mhm.
Yeah, I
I mean,
mean,
I have a lot of healing to happen, so.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, it wouldn't hurt.
okay, I'm gonna, let's see, that's 5:15. Let me measure some things. 5:15. Okay, I'm gonna move the up a little bit. And I'm gonna channel once just to see if I can, or actually, you know what? I'm gonna convert a.
Okay.
Sorry, I have things.
No, you're fine. This is a deadly battle.
What?
Think it out.
Okay, so actually, I'm gonna move one more forward. That's gonna be
back.
20 of my
Okay.
movement, my entire one move, and then I am gonna just channel.
All right, go for a channel. That channel pops off for 23 damage. Or 23
Which
healing,
that-
excuse me.
I believe that hits everyone, minus people that are. Oh shoot, I was in the air. I
Alright.
think
Yeah,
with
you
my
were like-
fly speed, I
you were
can
like
get
100
down
feet
close
up.
enough.
And
I don't
that,
think it was 100 because I can only move 50,
I think he was probably about 50, 60 feet up.
and I was going at an angle, so it's probably more like 30 up. I can move straight back down.
Yeah, I think you could have angled yourself to get definitely these players around you.
Okay, and then I'll do that, and that's turn.
All right. Malice, do you want Malice to kind of like come over and cover you at all, or stay behind the statue?
And Malice is going to move near Ezra just in case any more shit goes down.
All right.
And yeah, that's going to be it.
All right. Malice takes that defensive posture. Cantham, it is your turn now. So you can't do a swift action this turn because you did an immediate.
Correct.
But you still have standard and move. So what would you like to do?
Well, I should be good on the one. So what was it? It was mass cure serious wounds.
So that's going to be 3d8 plus your caster level.
Okay, 3d8 plus 12.
Mm-hmm. And I believe that's with anyone who can hear the performance, correct?
Correct.
Okay,
So I
don't
don't know
everyone's
if
going to get this
Agnar's close
heal,
enough.
except for the dragon. I think Agnar will be able to hear. You're like belting this out.
12
so-
and shaken is removed from everyone.
Hell yeah. So no one has the shaken penalties, and everyone heals for another 25 as your story just gives this powerful encouragement, releasing healing energy through the sound waves. You guys look down, and as you listen to him, you see your wounds begin to knit back up and reseal.
And then all I can do left. Well, I think I could probably do more, but all I'm gonna do is just change up the tune back to Inspire Courage.
Okay, you revert back to the Inspire Courage tune. That brings us to Ezra, who has lightly floated to the ground. I'm going to say give me a D100 check, or we can flip the coin. We'll do a 50-50 and see if the bow landed near enough for you to pick up if you want it. I don't know if you do want it, but if you do, we'll flip for it.
Yeah, I might want it, so let's...
All right,
let's
do you
do
want... Oh, I just threw it. But do you want glyphs, or do you want smooth?
What I don't understand what that is.
Oh, it's just the coin. Oh yeah, you weren't there last week. We used this new coin with a Psyhedron on it. Basically, one side has like Psyhedron glyphs, and the other side is smooth. So you just pick one side, and I'll flip a coin, and we'll see.
Oh
if
yeah,
the bow
okay,
lands
let's do glyphs.
All right, that is glyphs. The bow is within reach.
All right, Ezra's not gonna pick up the bow though. He still has his scimitars in his hand, and he is going to
Fair enough.
activate his gloves of the shortened path, and is gonna make a full round Wait, I don't know if at like what sort of action it takes. Oh, I guess it's a swift action, right?
I believe it's just a swift action, so you could still full round attack.
Okay, and he's gonna just go crazy with his scimitars and hope that something hits.
Holy shit, yeah. Your hands disappear and reappear next to the white dragon, slashing him in midair all the way from the ground.
And that crit confirms because this is my what did I just get? The feat I just got, or not the feat, but the new feature, the quarry. My criticals always confirm against my quarry.
Oh, that is absolutely sick. So the 34 does not hit, but that 43 auto crits for 33 damage as your sword just appears out of the air, like right in front of his snout as he begins to dive down to the ground and just slashes open one of his eyes, leaving a huge scar across the white scales.
And I actually, I hit the wrong one, and so it didn't add my electric damage. I'm not sure if he's immune to that.
He is not immune to electric, so if you want to roll an extra d6 on there, go ahead and do that.
Yeah. I think it's a. Let me check what it is real quick. So I.
Hey, wait, you got
Yeah, it is a d6.
Right.
Whoa,
Yeah.
you sound very robot-y for me right now. Does anyone else hear him sound robot-y?
Yeah, it sounds like his New Zealand connection is not great.
Oh no. The cross-ocean connection.
So
That
6
sounded like a sad fucking Cyberman. Alright, so dealing a
plus
total of
1, so it'd be
39... Plus 1? The 1d10's for the bow, I think. Oh wait, no, is this shocking burst?
Oh yeah, it is. Sorry,
Oh,
I didn't do
yeah,
it right.
extra
It's
D10.
1d6 plus 1d10 plus 1. I didn't do it right. So there's the 6 plus
Okay,
1. Would
there's
be
the 6.
10. Now let me roll
Minus
the
1.
plus
Yeah,
1.
basically, since it is a shocking burst weapon, as the sword going back to it, like, cutting across the eye of the dragon, you guys basically see, like, a lightning bolt strike out of the clouds and hit the dragon. He is looking... He's starting to look fucked up, guys. He's taking some damage. That is gonna be... can you do anything else, Desert, or is it Agnar's turn?
Yeah, it's Agnar's turn. That's all I got.
Alright, Agnar. He is... You flew up to him last time. He's 100 feet above you.
Okay,
So-
I'm gonna do the
Can you guys hear
charge.
me now?
Yeah, that's much better. I can hear you. Alright, you go with the charge. Oh, that's so
charge
epic.
him
Just straight
and-
up at the dragon.
Hit him with the glaive.
Alright, go for that hit. 36 is going to be a hit. As you just, boom, fire like straight up in the air like Superman taking off. Slash the glaive across the dragon's less armored underbelly, dealing 30 damage. That brings us to Archchrist. He is very annoyed by that attack, and he is... Alright, he is going to, on the way, fly by attack you as he starts diving closer to the ground by 100 feet. And he is going to make this his Vital Strike flyback. Agnar, your AC is like 20, 21, right?
Yeah, it's 20.
Alright, he is going to hit. I'm going to show you guys just how hard he can hit in chat right here. Didn't show you last time, but why not? You're going to take 75 damage as the bite nearly rips you in half.
That's not too bad.
It's true, you do have like 143 health. So he bites you on the way by. He is not going to choose to make that a grapple, and instead is going to fly 100 feet straight down. So you are now 100 feet above him. He is in between you and the ground and the rest of the party. And that is going... Yeah, that's all he can do right now. So we are going to move on to Turgon, who is sheltering behind the Runelord of Wrath's statue.
Yeah, the only guy who can actually hurt him.
So from where you are right now, I can calculate the distance from Turgon. He's about 120 feet from Turgon right now.
Is he able to see him from that angle, or would he have to come out? Is he a big
I can't. Yeah, I can't see him. I'm too far behind the rock.
You could like 5 foot step out and be able to see him. I mean, he's a fucking like 25 foot from nose to tail dragon, and he's so far up in the air that if you just 5 foot step to the right, you would have an angle on him for sure.
Decisions. Yeah, I'll move. Yeah, with 5 foot step, I can see him, and I'll do another fireball.
All right, that bead of fire rockets up into the air. Make the spell resistance check. The fireball detonates in a cloud of flame, and he just continues his dive, appearing from the cloud of fire, seemingly unaffected. Which brings us to O'Drawl.
Yep, I'm gonna try flame striking again. I'll do this, and then I'll do my caster level check.
Oh, 52. All right, caster level. Again, just with the raw power of Saren Ray, you are able to channel her divine goodness once again, get past spell resistance. He's going to make the save. This time he does save for half. And that means he is going to take a whopping, still a 26 fire damage. Or sorry, 26 damage, half of which is fire. That's 13, 20.
Well, that wasn't smart, dog.
30. Okay. Taking about 36 damage, I believe, from the fire. The ancient white dragon is starting to, like, fall out of the sky more than dive. There are holes in its wings. Some of its scales have been completely burned off, and its tail is kind of hanging limp. That brings us to Malice, who I assume is still going to defend his master.
Yeah,
She's going to defend her master, sorry.
Since, like, if the dragon comes towards the ground and there was to be, like, an attack of opportunity at any point, would outflank happen in this jumbled situation that we have here? Because also Agnar has outflank too.
Yes. I believe if the dragon completes its dive and tries to make an attack on Malice or you, because of the angle it's coming in at, I would say you would have flanking.
Okay. Cool. Other than that, she's going to just, get in a defensive posture still and kind of wait for the dragon to come within striking distance.
All right. That brings us to top of the order again. That's Cantham.
You said he's looking pretty effed up?
He's looking pretty effed up. The holes in the wings, the burns, the lost scales. He's looking pretty fucked up.
All right. I am going to try this again with
Ooh, I'm curious. I'm curious what our bard boy's gonna do.
Always entertaining, to say the least.
yeah. I am actually gonna go ahead and do this. I'm going to do hold monster, but instead of holding my other rod,
okay.
I'm going to hold on to the meta magic rod of piercing.
Okay, so his spell resistance is treated as 5 lower than its actual SR. Go ahead and make that caster level check. Even without the rod of piercing, but for flavor-wise, see you hold out the rod, a miasma of like purple abjurative magic swirls around Archrist, and that gets through his spell resistance, coming down to this roll right here. 26 is what he has to make, right?
Correct.
He is going to make it.
I was hoping he's just gonna
valiant
fall out
effort.
of the sky.
Yeah.
Ezra, you still have. It is your turn, and you still have your magically distanced, like time-space gloves.
Yeah, and Ezra is gonna make a full round attack with his scimitars. Hopefully,
Could be it.
oh, and nothing.
Nothing, unfortunately. The 34 is close, but not quite enough. As the blades continue to spark off of his scales, almost knocked off my elf ears with that hand gesture. It brings us to Agnar, who is now still within charging distance. You are 100 feet above the dragon, who has like folded in his wings and is diving for your teammates and the ground of this plateau.
Dive.
So Agnar is just gonna like hold the spear out in front of him and just dive straight down and just try to like in line just pierce him with it.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. So, here, let me use my...
And nothing.
Oh, so close. Oh, man. You, sorry, I had to fix a shelf really quick, and now my camera's on my notes. Let's adjust there. I'll use this helpful Lego of Qui-Gon Jinn. You flip up through the air, spin around, diving down with your glaive, and despite all that, it bounces off our Christ's scales. Also, Qui-Gon Jinn is the best Jedi. Anyone can fight me. All right.
Mace Windu.
No, man. It's all about Qui-Gon. All right.
Although Ezra Bridger is pretty epic.
The Ezra is my second favorite. I would fucking die for Ezra. All right. Archchrist dives down in a last attempt to grab one of you and fly away. He is going to make a bite attack on Ezra. That is going to provoke from Ezra. Or no, it's not from Ezra, but it is going to have the right action of Malice go off with Outflank.
Okay. Let's see. Get the outflank checked here. And does she get a full round attack on that?
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say she just gets the ready to action or ready to attack.
Okay. Oh well, she did ready her attack. Would that be a full round? I mean,
Yeah, I guess it's not an op attack. I'll allow it. Why not? You guys are fighting an ancient white dragon. Go for it.
Perfect. Thank you, Ben. Oh, it was wishful.
So close on those 30s and 31s. She tries desperately to stop the dragon from grabbing Ezra again. Ezra, the dragon is going to grab you again with that ultra powerful bite.
I'm gonna pop in here. I'm gonna use an immediate action for a feat that I just got.
Okay.
Let me just put it in the feat that I'm using. Divine Interference. I'm going to use one of my 6th level spells. Drop one of those. So it has to re-roll with a -6 on the attack roll.
Oh, holy shit! Okay.
So
Wait,
draw.
that was the wrong die. Hold on. With the reroll combined, what level slot was it? Level 6?
6.
Combined with the level 6 spell slot is enough that Saren Ray herself sees you call down a prayer. It's like, Dawnflower, protect us! And the sunlight seems to warp Ezra, making him kind of wiggle like a mirage. Archchrist, boom, slams into the ground, bites a huge clod of dirt instead of your ally, and before he can realize what he's done, peels off the last 20 feet, leveling out his dodge, or his dive, and has fully avoided being able to hit Ezra.
Ben,
Yes.
when it went for the attack on Ezra, were Agnar and the dragon still in the air, or were we already at the ground level, basically?
It went to the ground level. Although you charged it earlier, you could actually make another attack on it, because it would have flown out of your threat range.
That's what I was asking. So
You were right. I did skip
attack
one
opportunity.
And would Ezra get an AOO?
As it flew away, yeah, because he countered it. Go ahead and make the AOO as well.
Come on.
Automatic confirm on the crit. for over 60 damage. The two of you stab, slice. There's a crack of thunder as instead of peeling out of this dive, the ancient white dragon slams into the ground, leaving a giant furrow coming to stop in front of the Runelord statue over here. And you guys have slain the dragon.
Man, Ezra just high fives Agnar. It's like, yeah!
Yeah, just full Top Gun, go around the world, top, bottom, bam.
Pew! Agnar's just fucking doing loop-de-loops. Alright. Excellent job. You have slain an ancient age category dragon. And that is going to net you all 12,800 XP.
That's an ancient white dragon. Cantham looks severely disappointed that that's all that was.
There are age categories above ancient.
Well, Cantham just he wants to find one now. Not really. 12,000.
You said 12,800?
12,800, that's correct. Alright.
O'Drawl.
Yeah.
That the last time I think when you threw the 72 heal out, was that for healing? Was that just at Ezra or was that at everyone?
I didn't throw the 72
no,
up there.
sorry.
Was that.
That was for the dragon. Never mind.
That was how much damage it would have done to Ezra. It was also going to try and grab him and carry him away, but as an immediate action, O'Drawl had that divine interference spell, where he like converted his spell energy to call down the will of Sarenrae to defend you.
Yeah, sorry, I just got confused on that.
No, you're good.
I will pop off a channel though because you guys have looked better.
That's fair. That's very fair.
This is a survival check to cut its head off.
Get the head. Get the head.
Agnar will help with that.
All right. I mean, with a 36 already, let's check the Ultimate Wilderness rules. That is enough for the trophy gathering system. You are able to fully take the head as your own trophy from Archchrist the Dragon.
What would the possibility be of using this dragon's hide to make armor from? Like, is that a thing we could do?
That is a thing you can do with dragon hide. Let me double check what it adds. I know that is a crafting material in this game. So dragon hide armor. One dragon produces enough hide to make a single suit of masterwork hide armor for a creature one size category smaller. So this will probably be enough to make it for a few of you guys, because he has 2 size categories bigger than you. When you are wearing it, basically you get protection from that element.
Very cool. So we'll collect some of that hide too and put it in the bag of holding to take to craft later.
Absolutely. All right, I think with that fight, that's an excellent for our second of the night pause right here. I'm going to go grab a snack. Let's just be back in like 5 minutes. And if any viewers have accrued any points throughout the stream, feel free to think about whether or not you want to redeem them when we come back. Perhaps for another dope magic item. All right, I'll see you guys in about 5 minutes.
Cool.
Hell yeah.
And if you're watching,
to go.
stick around for some support.
Great success.
Dude, I'm actually
that's-
quite surprised at how fast that went. That was only like 8.5 rounds.
Right?
Dude, Ezra, quite the brunt of that fight.
Oh,
Yeah,
for sure.
Which is surprising because in reality, like you fucking ended that. But you were in the beginning a fucking gnat on the wall to him like a fly.
Yeah.
But I mean, in reality, I think we are much stronger than you're supposed to be at this level of the game. If we're killing an ancient white dragon that fast and a red dragon in 3 hits, I mean, don't get me wrong, they can kill us. But yeah, we're toasting them.
Yeah, that was nice.
Oh, I guess I shouldn't say we. You guys toasted them. Cantham sang a couple songs for fun.
The royal
Now he gets
we.
to sing about 2 dragons.
All right, I'm going to the bathroom. I'll see you guys in a minute.
See ya.
am back.
My partner says she wants to click the button, but she doesn't have enough points yet.
Which one?
Oh, she wants to do the magic item one. Make
Oh,
her
hell
earn
yeah.
it. She doesn't know what any of the other things are.
That's fair.
Although, if you ever, she does do improv.
Mm-hmm.
So if you ever do this amount of points, get to, be an NPC or play the bad guy, I can guarantee you I'm going to make her do it.
Hell yeah. That sounds good.
I'm back.
Welcome back. All right here. Cool.
Yo, if I would have known there was a white dragon, I would have tried to keep Longtooth on board. Flying to battle on him against an ancient white.
Well, I'm waiting for everybody to be back, and then we're gonna do something dragon related.
We're gonna fight another one.
Yeah, back to back ancient dragons.
Hey Ben, could I check around to see if those 3 bane arrows that deflected off of the dragon's armor are intact and around?
Yeah, give me a perception check.
Okay.
Yeah, let's bring our cameras back online. There we go. I would say you're able to find 2 of them.
Okay, perfect.
All right, we got. I think everybody's back.
She's only at 300. Oh.
Koas, are you back as well?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, give me 1 second. Sorry, just responding to Ethan real quick.
I was really hoping I'd get to use my fortress there. I'm a little disappointed it didn't last long enough so I could throw that down and we can hide.
Fair.
It's going to come in clutch at some point.
All right. As you all separating the dragon's head and carving up the leather, sorry, Turgon. You see a familiar figure standing by the dragon. Only you can see him, though. The pit fiend with which you have struck your deal. Good. I promised you more power and I'll deliver. I could take this dragon's knowledge and pass it to Ember, the link of our agreement. But you have to give something up. You are a man of intellect and knowledge. I will take that which you find most valuable. All that you know on one subject will be mine, never to be thought of by you again. And,
what subject is that?
So out of character, it's going to be one of your, knowledges that you have. Which knowledge? Do you have all the knowledges?
Yeah, I have all of them.
Okay. then it's going to come down to a roll for me. You have studied past cultures like Thassalon and many others. Give me the knowledge of all the history you have accrued, and your dragon will grow.
I find this deal acceptable.
So does he lose that knowledge?
He cannot use knowledge history again.
Can I place the ranks in different skills now? Or do I lose them ranks?
You would lose the ranks.
Okay, it's 5. It's okay.
The knowledge leaves your brain, making you feel hollow, and as the laughter of the pit fiend fades, it says, "Consider this a down payment. The rest of the knowledges will be mine once you shuffle off this mortal coil." But with that, your dragon does grow to large-sized as Ember the dragon swells with the power stolen from Archrist, provided by the devils.
It's large now? Oh.
Mm-hmm.
What the heck just happened there?
Tell him to sign me up.
Yeah.
I thought it was tiny before, wasn't it?
Do you
This
say
could really
to
only lead to bad things.
Do you say to sign him up? Do you actually say out loud to sign you up?
I don't see him.
Can't
see
I
him.
would
This is solely going
assume
on
we
here,
were
but-
talking telepathically.
It was telepathic, but
Yeah, I wouldn't say anything out loud.
give me a I mean, anyone who watched it happen could give me just like a straight int check, because you guys know that dragon Ember is like the physical bond of the deal that he struck at the dam. Oh, Ezra, for sure you know that it is provided by the devil.
Okay.
Okay, can you give me a few minutes? All right.
I mean, Ezra wants some of that power because
All right.
he's out for revenge on all.
We're gonna roleplay that in
where the
1
Sahedrin-
second. I just gotta put my dog outside while April takes care of the baby. Give me like 1 minute. All right,
Dude, that is the worst deal that Demon's ever made, and the best deal Turgon will ever get. You get a large dragon for history.
No kidding.
Oh man, I don't remember what culture did what anymore. Oh shucks.
I don't care. I'm gonna burn him. Boom. Oh, that's awesome. Do you know if he gets like? Is he big enough for us to fly on now?
Well, definitely big enough for you to fly on.
Yeah, at least one person.
he is
Maybe
large
two?
size,
Well-
so that's big enough for at least one person to fly on. I would
Turgon
say with
can't
he could make a
fit
strength
in his
check
legs, right?
to try to carry more. Maybe.
Cantham can sit in between Turgon's leg like a kid on the swing.
All right. So Ezra, you know this. Do you think that you want your own deal?
Well, Ezra has nothing but revenge in his heart, so he is definitely jealous and would be willing to take a deal for a little bit of power to basically get revenge on all those who wield the Sahedrin.
Okay. Give me 1 second. Ezra, someone appears before your eyes as well by a different statue. A large-sized being, merging the most horrifying features of a carrion-fed insect and withered cadaver. This bony devil moves in unsettling lurches. I'm going to make him bigger so everyone can see. Your strength is evident. You wish to strike a deal with hell, adventurer?
I'll take whatever power lets me seek revenge on my enemies.
Good, good. Just like your friend there, your soul would belong to the pit, yes, you understand this.
I understand.
Another soul for the weapon forges of the pit. Very well. We can strike a deal.
All right.
My powers come from the poison flowing from my sting. With this contract, you will gain the same abilities. You'll gain my stealth and my sting together.
Mechanically, what this happened, you would be able to use once per day as a spell-like ability. You would be able to use quickened invisibility. So invisibility is a swift action. And you will grow his stinger, his bone tail, out of your body, secreting bone devil toxins.
That's awesome.
Ew.
Do
That's
we have an accord?
He like stretches forth this hand that's like 90% skeletal, 10% like a thin layer of withered, leathery flesh that cracks as he flexes the fingers.
Ezra reaches his hand out, and right before he grabs it, he pulls back just a little and says, "So long as there's more power to come."
Let's see if you survive where you're headed first.
Holds out his hand.
I always survive. And he grabs his hand and shakes it.
Grabs it. Yes! Another soul for the pit.
You start writhing on the ground as you feel your spine like crack into longer segments, stretching farther than it ever should rightfully in your body, as your bony tail sprouts from the base of your spine, stinger curling over your head, dripping like red and green marbled venom, like the colors mixed together. And you gain that quickened once per day invisibility.
Very cool. And just so everybody knows, Ezra started out this path as like a neutral good guy and has shifted to chaotic neutral. And I think he's on the path to becoming evil.
Yeah.
I think he's pretty far down that path now.
Play the hero long enough, you see yourself become the villain.
Yep.
I hope Drow is watching this right now so she can get a sketch going.
I think they were watching earlier. They Drow, was in the chat.
Any check for me to determine what the heck just happened to Ezra?
Give me a knowledge religion check.
I might be okay at though. Oh my god, I rolled a 2.
Yeah.
That is with the 2. That is just enough that you fail. You're not sure what the fuck just happened.
Okay. Actually, can I do a knowledge religion check?
Yeah, you can do it too. It's DC 20, so it's just shy.
So I was
my
just
jack
gonna
of all
ask
trades.
Ezra what the fuck happened.
Okay, fair.
Ezra sees the puzzled look on everyone's face, and he just explains to everybody what just happened and how he did this to seek revenge on his enemies.
Nothing like damning 2 players to hell.
Yeah.
All right.
Odral and I are going to have a talk later about what to do with you two.
So with that horrifying occurrence, you guys have a like kind of pacing the snow, his body heat melting the snow into mud, dragon kind of wandering around. Ezra's just kind of flicking his tail back and forth. You guys have only interacted with one statue. You've only interacted with Kroon's statue of Sloth.
Oh god, we got 7 or 6 more dragons to fight, guys.
That would be truly brutal.
Cantham's going to go over to the Lust and throw an enchantment spell out at it.
All right, Lust is gonna be this one right here, by the Hound of Lamashtu.
Oh, perfect. With my hound.
As you do that same thing again, there's another pulse of magic.
Oh,
And-
real quick.
Yep.
This is the spell I cast on it.
Okay. Spinning even faster than it otherwise would have been. Another golden key, this time scented with a lovely perfume, floats in the mouth of Sorshin.
Ooh, Cantham's gonna reach into Sorshin's mouth.
With his unnatural lust.
Yeah,
With the unnatural
he
lust and take that
lustily
key out.
grabs that key. You guys now have 2 keys. Who wants to try getting another one?
Let's see. Which one was the transmutation one?
Transmutation is the top. That is Karzug, who you guys fear is on the rise.
Yeah, Ezra will approach Karzug and cast Cat's Grace.
All right, so you approach the top statue, casting Cat's Grace. Same thing this time with a flare of kind of green, transformative magics. There is yet another pulse, and the key appears.
He grabs it with his tail.
Reaches down, snatches it. So let me just start marking. You guys have gotten the key from this statue, and this statue. So you guys have still not gone to the third statue, which is Abjuration. Then there
This one here?
is... Yeah, that's the third one in the line. Yep, that is Abjuration. And then also Illusion, Evocation, and Necromancy.
I'll go over to the evocation one
Okay.
and cast dancing lights.
All right, you go to the Evocation statue and cast Dancing Lights, retrieving yet another key. There are 1, 2, 3 keys left.
What were the schools left again? Sorry, I forgot.
The third one is Bellamarius. That is Abjuration, the Sin of Envy. The one at the bottom is Xandergul, the Sin of Pride. That is Illusion. And then finally, the one in the top left is Necromancy, the Sin of Gluttony.
I touched the one for abjuration with, and I cast resistance.
All right. There's a flare of kind of like black anti-magic that seeps into the stone, and that pulse again, and you get the 5th key, which leaves Necromancy and Illusion spells.
All right, for the illusion spell, which one's that?
That is the one that's at the bottom that is as yet unmarked, of the Runelord
Gotcha.
Xandergul.
I will go ahead and cast one of my illusion spells on it, and
It's kind of
have to do invisibility.
All right, invisibility. There's a blast of kind of like rainbow-colored light as the illusion lights flare around the statue. You get the 6th key that leaves only the Runelord Zutha's statue.
Turgon, do you have any necromancy? Because if not, I think I have something that will work for us.
I'm looking. I have a 3rd level spell.
Do you have it prepared for the day?
I don't, but I can switch my spells out.
Well, actually, hold on. I think this would be more fun. Well, hold off on it. Don't do that yet. So Cantham is going to reach into his bag and pull out the Anathema Archive,
Okay.
which has those 7 spells in there, 1 spell for each of them, I think.
I believe so. There's a lot of text for the Anathema Archive. I'm pulling it back up right now. Give me 1 sec. Got my magic items.
But I just thought it'd be cool to introduce the book. But I think there is a necromancy spell in there, so I'm gonna hand it.
I'm pretty sure there is here. I know it's in. I don't have it on Hero Lab for some reason, so I'm just pulling it up on the list of items they've added. So, yeah, wow, you could definitely use it to cast a variety of necromancy spells. You will need to, however, roll a spellcraft check to make sure it works.
It's necromancy. Cantham's not gonna do it. He handed the book to Turgon so he could do it.
All right,
Plus,
Turgon.
He's the bigger, better caster, anyways. If he's willing to.
Spellcraft?
Yeah.
Yep.
For a necromancy spell.
Oh, yeah, you fucking smash it. The archive, which, you know, opens up to all those illegible words that kind of spiral on the page, designed to try to drive the user mad. You easily select, let's say, Vampiric Touch as a necromancy spell. And as you read all these crazy pages, though, you will need to make a will save as the magical knowledge starts flooding through you. You, being the intelligent person you are, fight off the effects of this artifact, and with that, a red pulse of the Vampiric Touch spell hits the statue. There's this dispelling of, like, gray magics that drift away like smoke, and the necromancy key is located in that statue's mouth.
So I'll take it.
So you guys retrieve that key. Give me 1 second to get back to where I was. Alright, so now that you guys have gathered these keys, all that's really near you is that mountain with the face on it, and also the stairs going up. And actually, give me 1 second. These headphones are, like, totally dying, so as cool as the elf ears look, I'm going to switch to my regular headphones. Give me 1 second.
I was gonna say, these are like the keys, like the doorway to hell, but I figure we've got our entrance if we want already with our 2 guys.
Oh yeah, we got 2 feet of hell at this point.
Oh, just come on in, guys.
Elf
Yeah, bring the
ears
whole
for
gang.
me for now. Fair enough. Alright, go ahead and say something.
Hello.
Alright, good.
Say something.
Just
Say
making
something.
sure. It was picked because it was set to pick up the audio from my headphones, but now it's different headphones. We're good. Alright, so let me describe the stairs that you all are seeing. A massive stairway that looks like it must have been built by giants and taken years, if not decades, to complete is chiseled out of the side of the mountain. A 20-foot wide and 30-foot tall stone arch frames the first steps, while the final steps lead directly up to a carving of an ancient face, its open mouth a cave entrance. The familiar 7-pointed star of the Sihedron is etched deeply into its surface, prominently positioned at the highest point of the arch. Bones lie in iced-over heaps along the visible areas of the stairway. So what do you guys want to do?
Start walking up the stairway. I feel like that could. Would that be a good idea where we think the dragon came from?
Yeah, you would think it. Judging by its flight pattern earlier, it probably came from there.
Gotcha. So Cantham's thought is this: we go up there. 1, totally coincides with what we're trying to do with, quote unquote, save our town that we've adopted, Sandpoint. But at the same time, chances are this is an ancient dragon. There's going to be some good shit up there. Cantham's not one to turn that down.
All right, so
Hell no.
as you guys climb the stairs, they are obviously very tall. They're meant for giants. As you get to the top, How many of you are wearing a Sihedron right now?
Cantham is.
All right. Are you displaying it prominently?
I don't know if it came out, but I've always had it on.
Okay. As you guys get to the top, give me 1 second. I'm gonna move your characters. If Roll20 wants to cooperate with me.
I think this is the point where I regret wearing my medallion. I knew there was a downside to it.
On the way up, I was gonna do some healing because a couple guys need.
Oh yeah,
some
this
healing.
staircase is like hundreds of feet tall. You can definitely do some healing.
Okay, this one's Ezra. This one's Agnar.
Sweet. Thank you.
That wasn't as much as I was hoping it was going to be, but it's a start.
Yep.
All right. Give me 1 second now. Cantham, as you are at the front, you see kind of rising out of the earth, towering, boom, boom, massive footsteps, two, like, enormous, larger-than-life earth elementals. And go, sorry, what were you going to say, Odell? Oh, did I not drag you? Fuck. Oh, yeah, sorry. I was, like, avoiding dragging the dragon, and I think I missed you. Give me 1 sec. There you go.
Thank you.
They see, you with your Sihedron amulet. And at Cantham, in this, like, gravelly bass tone, sounds like an avalanche going down a mountain. It's like, Hiltonman. Does anyone speak Terran?
Negative.
No.
Turgon?
Yes.
Yeah.
Turgon.
Oh, shocker.
Turgon, you hear them say that. They basically ask Cantham, they're like, you wield the Sihedron. Do you vouch for the others?
He's asking you if you vouch for us because you wear the Sihedron.
1 second, I touch him and cast tongues on him. On
Oh!
Cantham.
Hell yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, Cantham.
The spell flares. As Odral hears Turgon fill in, Cantham on what exactly is happening. Odral, you overhear this and give Cantham the ability to speak Terran with your tongue spell. Cantham, what do you say?
Vouch for them in what way?
Are they safe to enter Runeforge?
Cantham looks back with a little twinkle in his eye. Thought of chaos could be quite enticing, but he does vouch for them and say yes, they are safe to come into Runeforge.
All right, give me a diplomacy check on these like massive earth elementals. That is enough. With your knowledge, performance, and telling of tales, you are able to convince these Earth Guardians to allow the pair of you past, or all of you past. They step out of the way, kind of turning sideways, allowing you all inside the mountain. And for successfully avoiding that combat, you're gonna get some XP as well.
You guys are welcome for that.
Thank you, Cantham.
I do have. So are these considered constructs?
No, they're elementals. They were summoned from the elemental plane of Earth.
Gotcha.
The elemental planes are like the 4 nearest planes to the material one. Like if you imagine them in like they're like concentric spheres that enclose the material plane. Granted,
You'll have to explain to me what a construct is later then. I think I took a spell that was useless.
Like clockwork stuff or certain golems, things like that.
Gotcha.
Alright, so as you guys enter inside, I'm going to zoom out our map a little bit. And you guys are able to advance all the way over here without really any problems. And I'm going to read you guys what you see. So, As you guys get farther along the path over to this point, you see two 12-foot tall statues. They flank the large tunnel. Each holds a hand upraised as if to ward away intruders, clutching a heavy stone sword in the other. Everybody give me a perception check as you get to the statues. You guys are on it. That 30 is exactly what you need. You guys assist him to even more. You realize that the statues are, in fact, projecting an illusion. If you continue past them, the ground actually slopes down into, like, a sort of slide. So, now that you know it's there, it is much easier to go carefully. As you advance, the illusion would dispel, since you know it is, in fact, an illusion. At the other end of this slide over here, it opens up into a large drop of about 300 feet. You could either try to climb down, or however else you want to get down. But below that, even though it's dark in there, with dark vision, even though it's beyond 60 feet, you can see the sparkle of treasure at the bottom of the pit.
Ezra's gonna put on take off the boots of the mire and put on the boots of spider climb.
Alright, that means Ezra can go ahead and straight climb down the hole with no farther need of assistance. I'm gonna drag Ezra. And can Malice climb down as well? How are you gonna get Malice?
Let me double check something here.
Because once you're ready to move, I'm gonna move you onto the next map here.
Malice, I guess I'll make a climb check to see if she can do it.
Okay, see how well she can dig her claws into the ice here. It's kind of like an icy stone mix. That is going to be enough, so I'm going to move Ezra and Malice. You guys are now down here. How are the rest of you want to get down?
Could me and Cantham both fit on Ember?
I would say you could ride Ember, and then he could probably just carry Cantham in his, four paws.
Could he carry anybody else?
Cantham could get on your back, and you can get on its back.
Okay, that's still the same amount of weight, but sure.
Stacks on stacks.
I mean, you can take multiple trips, but as he's getting ready, Ember at this point is just like, to Turgon, he's like, "Yes, master. I am glad you took the deal." And at this point, he can out loud speak common. So you guys hear Ember start talking to Turgon.
Cool.
I could ferry you down one at a time, although only master gets to ride upon my back.
Any takers?
You don't have to be a dick about it, and then Agnar's gonna use his boots to fly down.
No, you're the dick.
Cantham will take a ride.
Whatever, I can fly without boots.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna drag you guys down to the next cave. Don't move, Agnar. I'm dragging you.
Sorry.
Alright. So you guys are all now down here, and I'll read you the description of the room. As you can see, there is an enormous pile of treasure. Also, we got some new viewers from earlier. If anyone is viewing and you accrue enough experience points in the chat, they are labeled as experience points, you can drop a new challenge and modify the game. So take a look. Alright. The walls of this cavern glitter and sparkle with sheets of ice. 7 20-foot tall pillars, their sides encrusted with ice and engraved with ancient glyphs and runes, surround an 8th pillar, twice its height and width. Tunnels exit the central cavern, winding deeper into the mountain. Yet perhaps the most notable feature is the sparkling mound of coins, works of art, gemstones, jewelry, weapons, armor, and other things poking up from the pile that occupies the northwest section of the cavern. This, of course, being the ancient dragon's hoard. And we just got a whole bunch of fucking stuff. So I am going to send you guys this in the chat, but it is more than really bears repeating. It is an insane amount.
Yeah, in the chat, and we can figure it out later.
I say out loud, kind of like looking at Ember out of the corner of my eye. I'm like, yeah, only like real bona fide dragons have hordes, right?
That's a low
Fucking
blow.
people are
I'm
digging at
only
the
just
dragon.
now a real dragon.
Whatever you gotta tell yourself to compensate for the size.
That's a dick move.
The dick.
Fuck you.
Anthem's gonna give him a fucking gem.
Fuck you.
This is to help you get your horde on the way. I'd like to be the first one to add to that. Good
All
sir.
right.
Kind sir.
I already copied this down earlier, but I'm just changing it into a handout that you all can see for this massive amount of text that I'm about to send you. Feel free for everyone to scan it because there are some magic items you might want to use. But while we do that, we will continue role-playing, and I will show everyone that list now. There's a shit ton of potions, too. And, like, scrolls, tons of stuff. Even an adamantine
Greater
war
dragon
hammer.
slaying arrows.
On the like metagaming side of things, usually like this much loot means there's something way in store for us.
There are also, you can click those links to see
Oh,
what
you mean like an ancient dragon?
Yeah, you can click those links to see what they do, but objectively my favorite piece in his collection is the unique sword Flame Tongue, which I'm going to show the stream right now. It is literally like a blade of pure fire coming out of a hilt. It's a +1 flaming burst longsword, and once per day, you can shoot basically a scorching ray at someone.
Oh, draw!
That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, really, like the perfect blade for a Serenite priest, right? It's fucking dope.
Yep.
Good point. Wow, that is awesome looking stuff.
I'm gonna say that just to make it mechanically better for you, Odral, you can treat it as either a longsword or a scimitar. That is her sacred weapon, because it's a flame blade. You could like curve it.
Yeah, it just modifies like for him as soon as he grabs the hilt.
Oh yeah, he grabs it and like Saren Ray's presence within him. It just turns into that like curving blade of a scimitar.
They're functionally the same thing anyways. They just one looks way cooler.
I think one does a D8.
The scimitar.
But the scimitar does objectively look cooler. Okay, so you guys are in this room with all these crazy icy pillars. What do you do? I also brought my wand props for if you use the wands. Pew, pew, pew.
Just wow, there's just so much stuff to look at.
Yeah,
No, there's a lot of loot.
I'm not even really looking at those. I'm trying to see do these tunnels go somewhere down at the end?
Give me a perception check as you look around them.
Ezra's gonna put on that belt of giant strength +4 if nobody has an objection to that.
As you scout out the tunnels, it's weird because these are pretty well constructed tunnels, but for some reason they're not like there's not rubble. They just end. Like it looks as if like they were just chopped off.
So they did go somewhere.
It looks like they used to.
On these symbols on here, are there any places to put the key?
As you examine the pillars, you do see about 4 feet off the ground, there is a small keyhole on each pillar, all facing the central monolith.
Well, that's just convenient. Cantham tells Ezra to come over here real quick and hand him the key and point out. As he's trying to hop up and put this key in. But can't quite fit it in.
Ezra lifts Cantham up like a small toddler.
Look at Savage.
You dick.
Alright,
You
he
did-
lifts you up by the
did it.
waist, and you are now high enough to put in the key.
And I'm like, this is what you wanted, right?
Little disgruntled look. He's gonna put the key in and turn it.
All right, as you turn the first key, there's like a boom, like a continuous, like bassy, feel it in your chest thrum of magic as that pillar begins to glow red. And as you put in the others, it begins to like progress down the rainbow as like the whole spectrum begins to light up one at a time on each crystal pillar. Do you guys put in all 7 keys?
Yeah.
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 All right. With the final key, all the pillars doom, blazing the colors of the rainbow. The colors begin to mix as the keys vanish into thin air. The colors are reflected in the crystal facets at the center monolith, and then you realize it is not just reflections. Multicolored magic energy is swirling within the central monolith. And as it builds and builds, the hum becomes nearly unbearable to your ears as a tear rips in the fabric of space and time, and a glowing, gyrating portal of raw arcana turns into this whirlpool in the center of the room. What do you guys do?
Well, this is what the dogs, right?
This is what the tips with
No.
dogs for.
Man, you guys are evil.
Savage.
Come on,
This is
Karen,
my
let's
dog.
go.
He's not a mindless giant. This is a loving, kind creature now. It's a puppy.
You put a little bit of peanut butter on a cracker and toss it.
Yeah, the peanut butter that we all have in our fucking ye old trail ration pack.
Can someone summon a swarm or something to go check it out?
You guys are so scared.
Well, Ember is connected to Turgon technically and could telepathically
What?
say what's going on.
What do you want me to do?
Hey,
Who
Give
are
me
you
a gold coin
dominating?
for your horde.
I don't know yet.
God damn it.
I don't know yet. I'm really debating on it though.
There's
I threw
some
that out there.
flexing
It's like,
going
if no
on
one
in the
wants to
party right
volunteer,
now.
I can find a volunteer.
Goodness gracious. Alright.
Who wants to go? No one wants to go? Alright, Cantham is gonna bite the bullet on this one.
Cantham, you
With my dog.
disappear with... Was it Karen? With Karen, the hound of Lamashtu.
The Karen Terrier.
You find yourself somewhere different. The domed chamber of a room, nearly 200 feet across. A large pool of bubbling, prismatic liquid occupies the center of a raised dais in the middle of the chamber. The spiky flanges of the 7-pointed Sihedron are engraved into the marble floor. Each tip of the enormous rune points at a 25-foot tall statue facing the pool with its back approximately 10 feet from partially concealed arched openings in the wall behind it. Each statue depicts a different figure, but all are imperious and finely detailed. At this point, you could call back through the portal.
Yeah, Ezra feels bad that Cantham went,
Canth-
you know? So he just
gonna
jump in.
shout through and just
Right.
tell everyone like, "Hey assholes, it's clear now."
Hey, everyone starts jumping
Thanks
in.
for the help.
And after all the talk since Book 4, let us move over to Runeforge. If I can click the right map I missed the first time.
So it's
In the
just
voice
dark
still.
plane.
Alright, hold on, we're good. Please drop your characters, right over here. Welcome to Runeforge. So you guys all appear out of this gyrating portal, right over here. Alright, Give me 1 second.
5, 6, 7 tunnels.
As
We'll
you
take the
all
last.
enter, after about a minute, the portal snaps shut, leaving you no way out.
That's why we got all that loot.
And let's move over to the Runeforge sound pack. Whoops, let's stop that first music.
I gotta say, this has been a particularly exciting session.
Oh, yeah, I mean, well, things are coming to
Oh,
a
yeah.
head, man. Like, you started out defending a small town, but, like, at this point, thanks to last book's adventure, you know who you're trying to defeat now. There's a Runelord on the rise. Shit is escalating. Alright. So you guys kind of hear that bubbling, sloshing, prismatic liquid. What are you guys doing in this domed room? Again, it is nearly 200 feet across. Big boy room.
Yeah, I guess we just take 20 minutes to check out the pillars and look down the hallways and stuff like that before we
Alright.
move
Are there
forward.
symbols? Yeah. Are there symbols in front of each hallway so we can notate which one is which?
Yes,
Like,
there are.
I'm assuming each one of these is associated with one of those sins.
So, top one here, taking the 20 and following, just studying these guys, except for Turgon, who mysteriously cannot figure out what the fuck any of these statues are. But the rest of you figure out that the Runelord of Greed is at the top. That is Karzug, the one that you are worried about. Then going clockwise, the one in front of this tunnel is Runelord Kroon, the Runelord of Sloth. Number 3, Belimarius,
Lust.
a heavy-set woman. Let me describe it to you. So Karzug is a towering man with gems set in his forehead, like embedded, and hands, dressed in robes and wielding a burning glaive. Next is Kroon, a short, smiling man with a hooked nose and beady eyes, wearing robes and wielding a spear. Third, the Runelord of Envy. This is Belimarius, a heavy-set woman with a sneering visage and an imperious stance, dressed in a flowing dress and wielding a halberd. After that, we go to the Runelord Sorshin, the Runelord of Lust, a voluptuous woman with a seductive look, large eyes and long flowing hair. The statue is nude, and yet wields a double-headed gisarm. Next up, we have it's not actually a burning glaive. First of all, it's just.
I'm just
Okay.
joking.
I just wanted to make sure. I didn't want you guys to be like, ooh, free weapons. The next one along the line is the Runelord of Pride. This is Xandergul, a strikingly handsome man adorned with a close-cropped beard and a charming expression. His form is dressed in extravagant clothes, and he wields a lucerne hammer. So they basically all have pole arms. Next up,
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
we go to Elaznist, the Runelord of Wrath. You guys remember her as they thought that the Scribbler served Elaznist when the Giants were looking for her. She is the Runelord of Wrath, a gothic beauty with wild hair and a somewhat insane expression. This woman wears a long, flowery dress, but wields a thorny ranseur. A ranseur being like, it's kind of like a trident, but imagine like the prongs on the side are like two curved like knife blades. So she's the Runelord of Wrath. And then finally, you see an obese man, his flesh rotten in places so that the bones show through, wearing a ragged robe and wielding a scythe. That would be Zutha, the Runelord of Gluttony.
Hey, Ben, could you post that handout that had all the loot and stuff on it again, the magic items and stuff?
Yeah, it should be in your guys' journals now, I think, but let me...
Okay.
Oh yeah, I
Oh.
didn't see it there. I didn't get a chance to look through it. I just see the flame tongue.
There it is, Ancient Dragon's Horde
Okay,
at the top.
cool. I wasn't sure if... I just want to make sure you guys got it.
I'll look it over later.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff. That you'll definitely be able to equip some stuff between session. I don't know if it'll be necessary right now, per se. So that is what the information you guys find out. So you have this like bubbling prismatic water in that pool in front of you, and you discover that all these statues kind of represent the Runelords and I believe it was Ezra or maybe Cantham who made that leap that like probably the tunnels behind them relate to the Runelord. It would seem basically it would seem to you that even though this was a place of cooperation, it's very clear that the different Runelord factions had like their own sections of the Runeforge.
Yeah. Ooh. Let's see. Anything else of note, like in the over here, anything like that? In the center.
In the center, that's the bubbling like prismatic multicolored pool. Do you guys want to examine that?
Yeah, please.
As you examine it, those of you who have detect magic, your senses, as you look through it with that lens over your eyes kind of flare blue, it is almost blinding to look at. This pool has strong or even more powerful auras of every single type of magic, barring divination.
Dang.
It seems to be like literally like liquid magic.
Does it? So it gives off. It's not like a sense of evil or anything. It just gives off a bunch of magic.
Yeah, it's not necessarily evil. It's just it's
I wonder
like
if this is
with
how they were able to survive.
detect magic. Like you would concentrate enough, you would know the number of auras. It's basically like an amalgam of like all the auras of like abjuration, evocation, like all the ones besides divination.
I'm wondering if this is how everyone was able to survive in there. Like, quick, someone drink it.
Give it to the dog.
I don't have a dog here. Give it to your cat. Since your pets are so easily replaceable.
Oof.
Okay.
I mean, we've done it before.
I mean, yeah, that is true.
Yeah, Ezra isn't emotionally attached to Malice. They're more like partners in death, and so he cups his hands and Malice laps up a little bit.
Okay.
You want to see what happens?
Cool. No doubt. A brief flash inside the mind of a war cat. As she laps up the water, she sees herself as a kitten playing with her mother. She sees herself grappling with a strange giant wielding thunder and another one covered in runes. She sees herself running alongside Ezra. And as all these memories crash through her brain, give her a will save.
Oh, the worst one. Fingers crossed.
She manages to make it, and while she gags like a hairball, she does not vomit. Although she's close. Comes close.
Yeah, so we don't really know that she needed to make a will save or anything, so Ezra just looks at everybody and says, seems safe to me.
Hand them some Tree will he'll take a sip.
Yeah, Ezra takes a sip too.
Okay, give me 1 sec. Incredible. Alright. Ezra, as you take a sip, you have all these visions of, like, you in Sandpoint in the past at the manor that used to belong to Aldern Foxglove. You see yourself stabbing what looks like a giant octopus, but on land. And after all of that, give me a will save, as these memories rush through you.
Fingers crossed. The silence.
Ezra, give me a second. Your all 5 senses are just overwhelmed, and you basically like white out and just proceed to vomit for like 6 rounds.
Okay. Cantham drank it too.
Yeah, he's tough as shit though.
Yeah, that's true.
He literally worships the god of drinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't have to do a will save. It's just booze.
It's all booze.
Oh my god. Just turns the fucking magical pool into solid booze.
He fills his flask with whatever this stuff is to drink
And
more
takes it
later.
with him.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Just making some notes based on what you guys do. All right. So who else drank? Anyone who drank it?
Cantham did.
Cantham as well. Okay, Cantham. You see yourself kind of at like learning from your old master who used to be a bard. You see yourself working with other halflings, freeing them, although some you don't even recognize. You're not sure if you've met them before. And you see yourself fighting alongside the other Psyhedron heroes, all 5 of you. And then, give me a will save. You managed to not throw up. But I'm going to say, since you all are intelligent, more intelligent than a pet or an animal companion, both of you guys give me a straight-up intelligence check.
That's not Ezra's strong suit. He did make a deal with the devil.
How did I get 4?
Oh,
Okay. You guys don't know anything.
Real quick, how
How'd you
does
get a
that
4?
work?
What do you mean?
Oh, I rolled a 2. I was like, what the fuck? Because I was looking at intelligence. 14 is what I was doing. I was mixing it up in my head. I
Oh,
was
okay.
like, what?
Okay. I was like, I don't know what you mean, though. The math says 2 + 2, my guy.
It's 4.
All right. Is anyone else drinking from the magic pool?
Nope.
I'm not gonna drink from the magic pool, but I'll pull out a water skin and fill it up.
Okay.
Just because I want to take it in case something happens to these guys. Maybe
Alright,
I'll be able to figure out what happened.
You seal up a kind of like leather water skin full of this strange magical concoction. All right. After that, what else do you guys want to do?
Take a closer look at this statue. See if I can see anything down the hallway. See if I can hear anything.
This one?
Yep.
Okay, give me 1 second. Why can't I find this one? Oh, okay, sorry, I got it. This is a very complex, basically, mega dungeon. Alright, give me a perception check as you try to listen down that hallway. It's hard to tell because the hallway goes on for so long. But, on the other hand, you feel like you can hear the very distant sounds of several men talking.
Let them know that I think there's some guys down there, but I feel like we need to investigate this general area that we're in right now and then find a place to crash for the night.
We should probably split up that loot too, if everybody's good with that, so that we can take with us the items that we can use.
We got 2 bags of holding and a handy haversack.
No, I mean like put on the useful items so that we can use them.
Yeah, we can do that. My thought is we investigate this general area and then I don't know if we want to get into each one of these. I don't know, what are they all dungeons?
You'll have to go in and find out. But you want to listen to that next one?
Man. Yep, I'm just kind of looking. I'm honestly just going to take a look and just kind of investigate things a bit more to see if I can find any clues about like where we should go. We obviously know Karzug is the one we're worried about, so it's likely we're going to go to that one first. But just in case.
Okay, there's a lot of distance between a lot of these rooms. But
okay.
If you hear anything like taking 20 of these, you might hear like the clattering of weapons, like steel on steel, coming from that hallway.
Okay. actually. You know where we're at. Let's just go listen to the Karzug one, because I feel like that's our biggest threat. He's the one we're really worried about.
All right. Listening at the green one. Okay. All right. It is hard to see anything past there because there is a. This one is actually a little bit more sealed off than the rest. But you can tell that the farther you go down the hall, and all of these rooms seem to be lit by like an unnatural light that is just emanating from the stone itself. You realize that as the deeper you go down that hall, though there's like jewels embedded in the wall and like gold leaf and just these exquisite paintings. There's a lot of like raw wealth on display. What else?
Well, we can definitely come back here and rob this place when we're finished with it so that we can, you know, add to our collection at the manor.
Yo, Cantham straight up going to use the Rune Forge at this point. You guys are looking at the next Runelord master. You guys have to fight in the next book.
It's the new boss. Okay.
Then we can go to
Yeah.
hell and save my soul.
Cantham the tiny guy.
That'd be a great one shot. Going to hell. I like
Oh
that.
yeah, I'd be keen on that. I'll roleplay the shit out of that.
Okay, so if you guys want to take 20, you can like listen to all of them and see if you can get a little bit of a vibe of what's going on.
Yeah,
That's kind of
that works.
Kind of what I'm going
Okay,
for.
so you did this one down here, the Pride one, you heard people talking. You did this one, the Wrath one, you heard weapons clanking. You did Greed, it looks like it's getting very wealthy over there. You skipped this one over here, that is the Gluttony one. That's
Food.
gonna be double
You
back.
smell stuff.
You probably do smell like food scents, but they are like, it's like too rich, you know, like it almost makes you gag. It's like too decadent.
Okay.
And in addition to that, would you be able to hear anything else? That's probably it. Maybe if a really good check, you might hear the occasional like, like ghostly moaning.
You guys hear that? That ghostly moaning?
Then you did, so you did Greed. That was Sloth, then Greed. Or sorry, that was so you did Pride, Wrath, Gluttony, Greed. Over here, top right is Sloth. That's gonna be the Festering Maze. Sorry, give me 1 secundo. You smell what smells like raw sewage coming from that one. Just stinks.
Oh, that smells terrible.
Next up, over at this one, the Abjuration one, you don't hear anything. Just nothing. Maybe a faint like ticking. And then finally, bottom right, that is behind Sorshin, the naked one, the Runelord of Lust. You don't smell anything or really see anything, but you do hear faintly in the distance like a lustful moan.
Cantham's definitely ears perk up at that bad boy. Hey, you think any of your priestesses are back there? As he looks at Ezra,
the Callistrians.
Agnar for their recent trip.
All right.
Agner asked me, let's go find out.
If they made it here faster than us, we need to add them to the party.
I think we need them, to hang out anyways.
Fair. So that's all you guys find out. What else would you like to kind of scope out here?
Huh. Well, I say we set up that fortress and sleep for the night. Get geared up and
Yeah,
go
Ben, is
down
this
the
a good
Karzoo.
place to stop before we go down any of these? Like,
We could. I mean, if people are down with stopping here, we could stop here. It is a
Yeah.
good stopping point, but I know we are about 20 minutes early, so up to you guys.
It feels like a natural stopping point to me.
Okay. Then I'm happy to stop
I don't
there if
want
you
to
guys
just
are.
get into something and then like I just feel like yeah, like Ezra was saying, like or Drew, whatever. I get you guys confused sometimes. But I feel like it might be a good place to stop, but I don't know if it was. If it's not, let's keep going. I'm okay with going.
It's probably
but
a
I
pretty
felt
good
like it
place
might
to
be an
stop,
easier
to be
spot for
honest,
you.
yeah.
Okay.
Because all these areas are going to be pretty big.
Plus, I mean, we can splitting up the loot. I don't want to do while we're streaming, anyways. That's
Yeah, if you
boring.
guys want,
Nobody
we can
wants to
just
see
talk
that.
about loot off the stream here in a second. For those who
Yeah.
are still watching, though, I'm going to do a quick shout out to Sirenscape, because that is who we've been using tonight for all this amazing audio. Thanks as always to Sirenscape for the amazing atmosphere and music. You can add these sounds and more to your game when you download either the Sirenscape desktop or mobile app. The app is free and comes with 20 sound sets that are included to get you started. You don't even need to register. Just head on over to Sirenscape.com to find out more. Tonight we were using the packs that were kind of specifically designed for Rise of the Runelords. In this case, this was the Sins of the Saviors. The first 2 packs were Sins of the Saviors, so I'm going to drop that link into our stream. So if you guys want to check out those credits, feel free. There's some awesome sound packs and some really cool artists there. And if you're still here, feel free to stick around, watch one last ad break, and help support the stream. Appreciate you. And then the rest of us can go ahead and talk about loot if you want.